what is good, everybody? Hopefully, everybody is having a good night. And tonight, guys, we are doing something completely different than we've ever done on stream. Also, welcome in, everybody. We got a ton of people in here right now. What's good, Craps? What's good, Cheesy, Itachi, Jordan, Dust, Morph, Armaboza, Yoshi. Seems like everybody's excited. Hell yeah, Jordan's in here too. So hopefully everybody's having an absolute fucking fantastic night. Now tonight we're running our first tournament. Now I was very busy today and I didn't get Limitless set up, and we're trying this thing. Thank you so much to Craps, because we got this Sunday tourney set up like 2 hours ago, and I'm looking at it right now, guys. Looking at the participants, looks like we're going to have 14 players. So likely 4 rounds of Swiss, best of 1 closed team sheet, and we're on top of that, we're going to be having a bet top 4 that's going to be best of 3 after that. So I'm not going to be in the tournament itself today, but we are going to be watching all of our rounds, and members are going to get priority. So I'm going to definitely stream all the members at least once, if I can get to all of them in here. And I'm not playing myself, but I'm really excited to get this started. I think at 7 o'clock the pairings should go up, I believe, unless I have to push something through here. But guys, bear with me, because this is the first time ever using this Battlefy thing. Thank you all for signing up, and I'm excited to get this show rolling, get y'all some actual practice. Now I know this tournament's going to be closed team sheet. In the future I want to do some open team sheet stuff, but just for the time being, it's going to be closed team sheet for this tournament specifically, because I didn't really have a lot of time to get set up, and since we just kind of got it set up like 2 hours ago, I wanted to give y'all enough time to go ahead and put together whatever team you wanted to use, and then go ahead and do that stuff and get it done. But if you're in the Discord, if you're not in Discord, make sure to join it. It's pinned below in our chat. And if you are in the Discord, that's how you get updates on all these tournaments. Like, this was really last minute. I know I had said like 2 weeks ago that we're going to get this tournament started, but it came down to the wire, because for a while I thought I was going to have to delay it because Limitless was kind of not getting back to me. Kind of found out I need to join their Discord and resubmit my application. So I will be doing that in the following days upcoming here, so that the next time I want to do a tournament, probably like something like 2 weeks from now, if everything goes well and I can kind of figure out some stuff. But yeah, we'll just have to get it started at 7. And oh, Tokamon, what is good? Not sure if you were able to sign up for the tournament or not like that. It's going to automatically start at 7. Like, I can't really hold it at this point. But either way, it's going to be fun. And we're going to do this again. So if you miss it this time, no big deal, no worries at all. Just try to hit it again next time. I'm going to be joining a room of whenever it gets started here. I'm actually looking on my end. It should be updating soon. I might have to push it through. And it's 6:59, so we're like 1 minute away from sign up. Alejandro, what is good tonight, man? How you doing? I'm doing good. Tokamon, how are you doing? Dust, how's everybody doing? Just drop how you're doing. I'll try to respond to everybody, of course. I'll always do. Yoshi, what is good? And yeah, Craps is gonna release the pairing soon. I'm really excited to get into this. I'm going to be picking my first stream match. I'll be letting y'all know, and I will be hopping in that battle room, and we'll be watching the battle. Now, if you're in the tournament itself, you will be self-reporting wins and losses. Guys, honor code is everything. Don't be saying you won if you got fucking clapped. That's just the way we do it around here. I actually, tonight, since it's a special occasion, this was a stressful day, I have a Dr. Pepper coconut flavor, and I'm really excited to get this good. Good luck, everybody. It should be getting it started soon. I think it should come up very, very shortly. And okay, looks like pairings are up. So we do have 14 players. Very, very fun. Everybody, good luck, have fun. Create a battle room, send your opponent your battle code, go ahead and hop in the room, and I will be hopping in. I think for our first match, our first member on the channel was Dust. So we are going to be watching Dust round 1, Dust Plasma versus Gil. We're going to be hopping into that. And let's see. I'm looking in the match chat right now. They haven't got their battle code yet, but as soon as they put that battle code up in there and one of them makes a room, I will be watching that game. It's going to be very fun. I'm really excited to get this started. And hell yeah, it looks like we're doing well tonight. Good, got fourth place in doubles tournament with my Mega Doom team yesterday. That's fucking lit, Yoshi. I actually saw that. I meant to react to that with the Incineroar emoji that we have in our Discord, but I never really got around to it. And no, Dust, I'm not going for the Dr. Pepper sponsorship anymore. This stuff gives you ED as you get older, so we're really trying to avoid stuff like that, like in the future, and trying to make sure we're doing some really good things. But I'm really excited. One of my friends I know in person is in the tournament today. He's a really good player. He day twos events, so we'll see if y'all could take him down. Ven is actually going to be going up against Kevin round 1. That's a really good matchup as well. But here, I'm looking in their match chat. Looks like they don't have anything in there yet, but we shall see. And if any issues come up, just make sure to ping me in it and then hit me up in the stream, and I'll make sure to respond to that. But it should be a pretty chill event. We'll see what's going on here. And yeah, since we're just doing best of 1 for Swiss, it'll just be 4 rounds of best of 1. We'll be able to kind of take a look at some of the teams, and then top cut, it's going to be that best of 3, and we're going to stream all the top cut matches, is what I'm thinking right now, because it still shouldn't take that long. And I'm just going to be commentating with my own style. Till now I realized the tournament, it's all good, Alejandro. If you miss it this time, we're going to do it again eventually. We just got to see how this goes and everything. And the pairings are up, yeah, so let's go check out and see if Dust has that match thing in there. So they haven't had it in yet. Let's see. Dust, if you go to Battlefy, you're going to be playing Gaul. And if you go into the application itself, you might need to have it, I think you can just open it up on your phone, but you should be able to have a match chat with them. But yeah, if there's any kinks right now, no worries on it. And this is fine too. If y'all want to put it in the stream itself with your opponent, just make sure that they know who you are with your Battlefy nickname. But you have a private chat in Battlefy to kind of keep track of stuff like that. It's kind of a lot like Limitless. So you could talk with your opponent privately, not in the public stream. That's as well. Okay, and Somos, you are Kevin. So Somos is Kevin. So Kevin's talking to Ven right now about his chat. You could also do it in Battlefy, guys. It probably makes it a lot easier for y'all. But if there's an issue and you can't get it up, that's why we have the stream up and live and like getting run. So let's see. It looks like Dust wrote. So they're trying to get the battle room made right now. Let's see if Gaul is around. And if not, we'll watch somebody else for round 1, but we'll definitely make sure to get Dust on stream a little bit later. Let's check out, okay. So let's check out, I'm trying to see who the match code is here. Okay, looks like people are still getting into their room right now. So no worries there. Sometimes it takes like, 5 or 10 minutes to get that stuff in. Okay, bet. And y'all can start when y'all are ready. I am going to try to hop in the match. Dust, if you can get in touch with your opponent. If they're not responding to you, let me know. I'll go ahead and stream somebody else for round 1. But we will be able to get this handled and then get it started. But guys, there's always going to be kinks in process like this. I'm waiting on them to get into their room and ready and stuff like that. I think in the meantime, let's pull up another match. Let's actually watch Saiku and Gummy Bear. And let me know, Dust, if you do get the... if you do get that room made with them, if they're not responding. And if they're not responding after about 10 or 15 minutes, just go ahead and mark it as a win, and then we can push that through after. Okay, they see me AFK. Okay, no worries. I'll go ahead and I'll put on Saiku's match. So let's go ahead and pop into this. They might be mid battle right now. They started early, but these guys are definitely going and getting prepared. So let's go ahead and put on our first King VGC tournament round here. So we're gonna hop into this battle room. And yeah, this is going to be lit. Our starting as well. Okay, bet. Armaboza, honestly, hold off 1 second to start y'all's match. I'm going to go ahead and hop into that because you're also a member. I want to make sure all the members do get on stream. Let me go to Armaboza here and get that going. But guys, yes, we're getting started. This is my first time doing something like this. So, yeah, it's definitely like different for me to try to get it going. But, oh, do y'all have the code? Sorry, hopefully it's not bothering you. Because I don't see y'all's chat here. Scroll to chat. Okay, seems like they didn't have a chat. I don't know how they got in the room yet. Cool, let me see. Maybe for the time being, I should just go hop in that other room. Not quite sure of their code as of right now. What's up, Coca-Cola and E-Milkerism? Oh, a ghost gift. Oh. Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Trying something new here tonight, so it's gonna be a little bit of a process, but we're gonna get it all figured out, and then we just gotta stay positive. It's the first time doing it. I'm not gonna be upset if it doesn't go exactly as planned. Okay, great. I'm gonna actually hop into Saiku's room again because I don't know the room ID for Arthur, so I will make sure to get you on stream. I just need if y'all are using the chat interface in there, I couldn't see the chat, so I want to make sure that there's something going on here. So let's get our first room. We should have just joined this right away, but there's nothing really I could do about that. They're battling right now. Let's spectate. Let's hop into our first battle. King VGC tournament, best of 1. Closed team sheet tonight. It will be open team sheet in the future. And if we always have around 16 people, I'm cool with best of 3 for the tournament, but we'll just have to see. Okay, so we're in spectate mode right now. I don't know why it looks so odd, but we'll see as the turn goes on. So it looks like Arcaludon, Sylveon are out against Charizard and Farigiraf. There's a Politoed coming in to switch in to override the weather, so the rain is going to get set up now. New tournament next Sunday. I have to sign up on Discord, right? Yeah, you would, because that's where I post the links, but I'm honestly probably going to do it like bi-weekly at this point, because want to make sure that, you know, between this tournament and next tournament, I get everything all set up right. So the Sylveon fires off a massive Hyper Voice, gets some damage down. Charizard does switch out for Sylveon, which was a good switch because the Politoed coming in, I guess, was a little bit choreographed. So this looks like a pretty intense battle, and we kind of caught the beginning of it too, so it's all good. It's all good. So we're starting this off strong. I'm not the best Pokemon commentator, guys, but let's see what's going to absolutely happen. From my perspective right now, I think that there's a lot of pressure on the opposing side because these guys, the Farigiraf and Sylveon, have already taken a ton of damage. Politoed is going to be going for a helping hand, and we're going to see just how fast his Sylveon is. This might lean into the idea that, okay, looks like it might be a little bit faster. And at this point, I'm kind of thinking maybe Trick Room is up at this point. They're also running a very similar team to our Charizard Trick Room team. So very interesting. And their Sylveon actually does survive the Helping Hand Hyper Voice. The Farigiraf wasn't going to survive that because it did about 50% in turn 1. Sage Master, dude, you got to hop in because you never know until you know. Charizard comes back in here. And if this is anything like our team that we ran on the channel, this Charizard is going to be fucking slow. Charizard's already at 66 health, and the Sylveon should be slower. And should be able to take an attack from this other Sylveon, unless it's like a Hyper Beam variant. If it's a Hyper Beam variant, the Sylveon on Gummy Bear's side is actually not going to be able to take that, knowing that their Sylveon is faster. So it'd be really interesting to see how this pops down right now, guys. And if you want to get in a tournament like this in the future, make sure to hop in our Discord, as the Quick Attack does come out and knock out Saiku's Sylveon. So a really good play there. Revealing the Quick Attack. This is closed team sheet, by the way. For this first tournament, we didn't really have a lot of time to get an open team sheet, but it's going to be very fun. And Charizard Heat Wave does come out and do a good amount of damage. On your Tuesday stream, I'll use my EV team against you. Bet, dude. Now it's lit. That's lit. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, man. But it looks like he's down to his final 2 Pokemon. Saiku is down to his final 2 Pokemon. Kingambit and Charizard versus this Politoed and Sylveon's absolute load. So let's see if he's going to be able to come through it. If the Kingambit is Iron Head, it does threaten a ton of damage onto the Sylveon and potentially a knockout. I wonder, when did you sign up, Tokamon? You should be able to report it within Battlefy. On your dashboard, it should be like win-loss or like report win feature on the Battlefy app. As I actually missed what happened. I think Heat Wave came out from the Charizard taking a knockout here. Oh, damn, Matinee, that sucks. Oh, they're running it right now. Okay, well, this match, honestly, this match might end up. I'll hop in your match right after. We'll try to just get as many matches claimed as possible. Let's see if anybody else was able to figure out how to win. Yeah, it looks like you just report it as a win. Cheesy took out Matt round 1. Maxier took out Morph round 1. And right now, we're finishing up Saiku and Gummy Bear's game right now. Matt didn't know how to do it. Okay, cool. Yeah, it could be a little bit confusing, and I honestly don't know how to do it that well either. I'm used to limitless tournaments, but they didn't get back to me yet, so I wasn't able to run it through that. But thank you to Krebs, because he really helped me get this shit organized today so I can get it out for y'all. As the Venusaur actually hits the field. In the face of the Charizard is really scary, but it does soak up a little bit less from a potential Iron Head coming out from Kingambit, but it's actually going to be the Sucker Punch, maybe leaning into the fact that they don't have the Iron Head, as the Perish Song does come out, and at this point, with 3 Pokemon remaining, a double Protect, and then letting them go down, and then the Sylveon Protect wins the game on the spot, so that is officially GG, and it looks like Gummy Bear is going to be able to pull out this win. The way Perish Song works is that all Pokemon that hear it in 3 turns are going to get knocked out, and since Saiku is down to his last 2 Pokemon, he's really not going to be able to do anything to counteract that. As long as this Venusaur and Politoed have Protect, he will win this game 100%. As long as Sylveon also has Protect in the back, which I'm assuming it does, given the circumstances. But there's no way that Saiku could have known that, because this is closed team sheet best of 3. Sorry guys, my Switch is dying because I'm not playing. It's really weird for me to stream and not be playing. Verified at last minute, but it should have went through. I wonder if it was already updated. I'm sorry, Togemon. I can't really, I don't really know the technical thing of like if I could do anything about it. We'll have another one. But I'm really sorry, man. That fucking sucks. I should have honestly DM'd you about it too, because I didn't see you signed up. I just figured you were busy with like some like Memorial Day plans. I was like, okay. But yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, that kind of does suck. Oh, it looks like Asura took out Arthur round 1. That was a really good matchup. We'll have to get that Arthur on stream a little bit later, because he's also a member in our channel, trying to get everybody that is trying to really get their help. Yeah, trying to get them on stream, trying to get them in the spotlight out here. And I'm Canadian. Okay. Oh, so it might be like a time zone thing. I wonder. I don't know. I'm honestly not really sure when it hits the start time. Oh man, that fucking sucks. Yeah, it's probably, you probably like submitted it maybe like a minute before, but it didn't register until like 7, therefore like it wasn't able to get you in. Guess I need to redevelop my team. It's round 1. It's round 1, Matinee. You gotta lock in. It's okay. Actually, switch out comes into the Sylveon for the knockout. Weather Ball is gonna come out and knock out this Charizard right now. And the game is, at this point, functionally over, because 1 Protect next turn wins the game, and we already know that the guy in the back, the Venusaur, or the Sylveon, I'm not really sure who went down there. But y'all are able to see the match. I'm trying to respond to the chat as well, guys. It's a lot of work, guys. You wouldn't think it's that hard, but I struggle with stuff like this. Screenshots, if there really isn't any effective way. Regarding the reports, I'd recommend the screenshots. I appreciate it. So it is going to be the Kingambit, but there's no way he's going to be able to knock out both of these guys in 1 turn. Politoed got very close to getting knocked out, but Politoed is a bulky beast. So really good match by Gummy Bear 6'9" here, pulling out the dub in the first King VGC streamed tournament round. And yeah, very, very cool stuff here. Politoed's going to go for Protect, and that does seal the game. Venusaur does go for the Earth Power, getting it down on the Kingambit. Now, if there's going to be a defense drop, no, and the Kowtow Cleave is not going to be able to knock out the Venusaur in 1 shot, even with the crit. And the game is over as Politoed's Perish Trap falls to 0, and Venusaur is going to die here. Now, it was actually a very risky play there. Given that the Kingambit was slower, if the Earth Power got a drop onto the Kingambit, Kingambit's Defiant would have activated, and then a critical hit would have knocked out the Venusaur, and Saiku would have won the game. But a very, very well-played match by Gummy Bear, and the first win on the channel. And it should, I think we have to push through into round 2 once everybody reports their win. Dust, go ahead and report yours as a win. Let me see if there's anything I could do on my side to report yours as a win. So, how do I do this? Make sure I switched out the previous turn to sacrifice Sylveon. Oh, maybe I missed something. How do I craps, if you're in here, how do I mark it as a win since Gil, who Dust's opponent, wasn't playing? Guys, I'm still learning this stuff. Trust me. I'm really trying. I'll go ahead and do that in a second. Wait, wait, you know, they're playing right now. I'm actually dumb. I think they had figured it out. Here we go. Yeah, we're going to hop in and watch their ID as well. So this is going to be Dust. This is our first member on the channel. And very good player. Joining in the first tournament in round 1. Let's go ahead and hop into Dust's room and watch them play. I'm actually so dumb, guys. I was like, oh yeah, he said he wasn't able to play. But let's go ahead and watch another part of the round. We're not going to do it like the Pokemon streams where we're only going to watch one and then we're just going to sit here and talk. And my bad, Dust. I did not mean to distract you. Lock the fuck in. And thank you, Craps. Okay, I have to look at that. Oh, it's a fucking hard Trick Room team. I actually lost to this team the other day on the ladder. Very similar comp. I wonder if it was the same exact. No, the nicknames are a little bit different, but very same team. Maybe make a tournament bracket. Yeah, it automatically does all the pairings and stuff like that. You just push it through. So I'm not really sure. But it looks like, okay, we're into this match now. Mega Blastoise has already been knocked out on Dust's side. Gil's Gallade has been knocked out. But we got Mega Crab, or Mega Crabominable, and Farigiraf against Farigiraf and Gengar. Now, we're not really sure if Trick Room's up. Our Cowdon's also knocked out on the side of Dust. So I would give the advantage to, wait, am I tripping? Why did the Mach Punch hit the Farigiraf? Oh, he's got Mold Breaker. I'm actually dumb. Yeah, why am I commentating this tournament, guys? I'm locked out. I'm not even locked in. But, guys, please leave a like if you do like these tournament stuff, as the Crabominable is going to go down here to the Farigiraf Psychic, which is really, really dope, because now we have a 2v2 matchup endgame. Now, I'm not sure how many turns of Trick Room are left in this. Malik, no worries. We got it together really last minute. Don't feel bad at all. We're going to get it more sorted out in the future. But, yeah, we will get it figured out. So let's take a look at this battle right here. It's going to be Gengar and Farigiraf, and we can look at the battle info itself. It looks like Trick Room is not up. So the Gengar is going to be the fastest guy on the field. Against Kingambit and Farigiraf, I would give the advantage here to Gil, because the Kingambit is very bulky. Even though it's at low HP, it has the threat of still being able to knock out either of these guys. Now, we don't know the set on Purple Haze, but given it was Mega Blastoise, it's likely not a Mega Gengar. The games are going good so far, Coca-Cola. It's been a little bit hard to keep up with for me, but I'm figuring it out, and we're going to keep getting better. Keep trying to do better. Maybe, I don't know why the Mach Punch would have hit the Farigiraf. Unless it's Sap Sipper. And some best of one super cheese out here. I'm not sure. Because I can't see the abilities either. It's also a closed team sheet for me. I'm not sure if this Gengar is Sash. It could also sway the momentum of the battle if the Gengar is Sash here, and he's able to get a knockout on Kingambit with something like a Focus Blast. Or even getting the Will-O-Wisp off would be huge. So the Sucker Punch comes out and fails. Gengar didn't go for an attack, just goes for a Nasty Plot instead, reading the Sucker Punch. In Itachi, there's no prize for this tournament. It was a very last-minute endeavor for me. But in the future, I'll try to figure out some things that we can do for prizes, but I'm not super sure. Psychic does come out in Gengar. There's no Sash there, and the Gengar is going to go down. Curse Body disables the Psychic, though, but I'm not sure if the Farigiraf's going to be able to deal enough damage as Kingambit, especially given that it's at 207 health, full HP, and it looks like here Gil is going to be the winner of round 1 against Dust Plasma. GG. That was a good game right there. And let's see how the rest of the matches are going. If there's anything else that we can hop in here. Um Y'all make sure to go ahead and report your game as a win or a loss. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and hop in with Kevin's match here and see what the end of this is looking like. And Kevin is somebody I know in person, so he's a very good player. We both day 2'd Puerto Rico this year, and I think the game's actually over. The game is actually over, so I'm not sure who won yet, but since their match is over, we're not going to go ahead and join the room. And it looks like Ven did take out Kevin. So, damn, that's crazy. Let's see if Yoshi is in his battle right now. This is the last battle going on right now. And, let's see what the code is. Oh, where is the code? They have a 3... Oh, they went with the trainer ID, so I can't get the code for that. Okay, well, either way, guys, that will be the last round for round 1 that I'm able to view. We're just waiting on Yoshi and Hazy Frame to finish up. They were 12 minutes into their battle at the time, so they should be wrapping up pretty soon. But let's see how that shakes up. It looks like our winners from round 1 are going to be Maxier, Gil, Asura, Cheesy, Ven, and Gummy Bear 6'9". So we definitely already, we got some underdogs taking down some of the people that in my head I was like, they're gonna pull out the dub. So we're gonna see how the rest pops down, and going into round 2 it's gonna get really interesting as we do more. And I think our next match that I'd really want to watch is probably gonna be yeah, probably Arthur. We can get Arthur on stream. That would be a really cool thing to watch. And then maybe after that we could try to get Kevin's match in. But hell yeah, Coca-Cola. Dude, I appreciate that. Yeah, I've really been trying to do the best with the content. I know some people, if you go and read my comments, some people do not like the style, man. And it looks like our match have all wrapped up as Yoshi took the dub over Hazy Frame. Now let's see. I think I could push it into round 2 here. And it should be updating soon. Craps, should I generate round 2 or should you? I'm not sure if you want to do it or if you want me to do it. Ormaboza Asura did the clapping. Oh, man. And it's been just one of my game, guys. Nice, dude. That's lit. That's lit. I'm going to go ahead. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and load the matches. Okay, so round 2 pairings are officially up. And we have Yoshi versus Gil, Arthur versus Matt, Saiku and Kevin, Gummy Bear and Maxier, Ven, Asura, Morph and Hazy Frame, and Cheesy versus Dust Plasma. Now, even if you lost your round 1, do not drop yet, because you can still make it depending on how everybody else plays for the rest of the tournament. So make sure to stay locked the fuck in. Stay strapped or get clapped. It's going to be a really fun rest of the tournament. Our round 1 went really well. Definitely going to try to get Arthur on stream here. So that's going to be the match I'm going to do. So please, guys, do your chats through the match chat feature so I can see the room code. And I would prefer if everybody could try to do that instead of trainer IDs, because it makes it harder for me to join the room if I want to showcase some more teams. But yeah, and when Metagross and Salamence enter the game, oh man, these tournaments are going to be lit. Couldn't play tonight, but I should be able to watch them. Hell yeah, Cody, dude, welcome in. How you doing tonight, man? We're actually running a little tournament tonight, so we have some subscribers, some people that I'm not sure if they're subscribed. Actually, I'm not sure if they're subscribed, but I think everybody's a subscriber. But if you want to join in on tournaments in the future, you gotta hop in our Discord. It's pinned in the chat below, and yeah, dude, I'm excited to see what pops down here. Arthur has went ahead and made the room ID. He's ready and locked in. Let's get him on stream. And I'm going to go ahead and join their room. And I'll be ready for when they're ready. And yeah, we'll get that popping. 5-4. Yeah, they're locked in. Arthur's already got the room made. So let's see what's going to pop down here. Okay, so His opponent is not in here yet, but I can't imagine he would have just left. Ooh, Tyler, thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Dude, Cody, that would be lit. That would be absolutely lit. Yeah, this was our first one. We actually opened the tournament literally like 2 hours ago, and we got 14 people in it. So I'm pretty proud about that. This is my first time doing something like this, so if I'm a little bit slow or it's like a little bit like hard to go back and forth and stuff like that, that's just what it is. We're trying new things, but yeah. Shadow, no, the tournament's officially closed for now, but we will be doing more in the future. So like I'm trying to do it probably like something like bi-weekly. I didn't get accepted into Limitless yet. I have to resubmit my application. So we're actually running it through something called Battlefire right now, and we had 14 people sign up to join in. It's really fun so far. And let's see if Matt is going to join in with Arthur here. If you're not seeing the pairings for round 2, make sure to refresh everything and see what's going on. And yeah, Matt should be joining in here soon. I know, bro, I was all set to play today. I saw you canceled, so I started a project. Dude, no worries, man. I think I saw you in the Discord. Today was kind of fucked up for me. I spent the night at a friend's house, and then I realized that, you know, like my brother's in town. He wants to go and do some things today, so I was actually out all day. Shout out Krebs though. He got me locked in because while I was out, this guy made the tournament for everybody. So super clutch guy. It was actually so dope. And no worries, Tokamon. Like, this was really, really impromptu. It was honestly really poor planning on my part. I was fully planning on canceling it because Limitless was tripping, but I couldn't really do that because I felt so bad. I was like, oh damn, like, well, people want to play. Well, let's make it happen. Let's just see what I got to do. And even though it was a little bit stressful for me, I'm having a blast right now. Yeah, you can go ahead. I mean, yeah, we'll see. I don't usually like friend request like people because I get spammed a lot. And I can't keep up with everything. I try to help everybody if I can, hop in the public servers and everything like that, but it's really hard for me to hop in with everybody in DMs, unless there's something like super specific. I'm not sure of Matt's Discord name. What did I mean, Matt won round 1. I'm assuming he's not just AFK. Maybe he's like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, we could open up a idea channel. I think we kind of have do we have a feedback channel in our Discord right now? That's something that can go in whatever. I mean, you could put it in whatever and just, you know, at me. I usually take a look at my ads, but it's kind of hard for me to keep up with absolutely everybody all the time. I have bots, like, set up and stuff like that. Yeah, it looks like, Matt... Oh, Matt, I think Matt might be AFK. Let's go. I'm actually going to hop in with somebody else. If he doesn't join in the next 10 minutes, just go ahead and mark it as a win. Let's watch Saiku. And yeah, sorry guys for the delay. I didn't realize that Matt was not actually in here right now. But yeah, interesting. So we'll go 2-3, 2-7, 3-4. And guys, if there's like kinks in this tournament, don't blame me. I mean, you could fucking blame me all you want. I'm not gonna care. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to make it happen. And you know, I wasn't actually the one capable of putting this shit together. Let's go hop in the end of Kevin's battle here and see what ends up happening. Because we want to go hop in Kevin's last battle, and he wasn't able to get it. But it's gonna be Saiku versus Kevin, and let's see how far they are in right now, and what's popping down with their game. So it looks like Arcaudon and Pelipper are on the field. The weather is set up. Nobody has taken a knockout yet. Floette is confirmed on the side of Kevin. But we have the Charizard Y team on the bottom. Now Farigiraf has taken half of its HP. But Sylveon's at full HP, and Arcaudon and Pelipper, they might struggle to pick up that knockout even if they double into it. And not really sure what happened turn 1 here. You would like to commentate on something like this? Yo, man, we can get a whole crew of commenters in the future, man. That'd be kind of lit. But yeah, guys, and if you need to, utilize like the Discord voice channels. when you're playing your matches, if you need to like discuss something with anybody else, like hey, like hop in the Discord, or you could just do it, you know, through your DMs or whatever you're doing. But trying to get this set up in the most optimal way. But into this, our Cowdon's going to switch out into Sableye. Very interesting swap because I felt like he had a good position to do some damage here. His Hyper Beam actually comes out. So maybe Trick Room is up here. Predicting the Hyper Beam, switching in and sacking the Pelipper. Or actually, no, the Hyper Beam just went into the Pelipper. That's a crazy read. Because I'm sure he was low-key expecting that into the Sableye slot. Hence why you switched out the Arcaludon. But now the Sylveon's neutered for the next turn. It literally can't move. It can't switch out. It can't do anything. And the rain is still up at this point. Looks like the Farigiraf might not have Sunny Day since it didn't want to go for it. But, yeah, we'll see what happens here. Floette actually hits the field. Maybe ready. We don't know if it's a Calm Mind set or what kind of set it is. But it'll be really interesting to see what the Floette's going to want to go for here. If it just wants to fire off something like a Moonblast or a Light of Ruin to take out the Sylveon, it can definitely do that. But it's going to be very interesting with now knowing that Trick Room is up, how the rest of this is going to play out, as my controllers are vibrating meticulously on my screen, therefore my desk was rumbling. Fairy Aura comes out from the Floette, Light Screen from the Sableye, reducing the damage of special attacks coming in from the side of Psycho. Psychic is going to come out into the Floette, maybe hoping for a little special defense drop. Not going to get it, but gets a little bit of damage as a Calm Mind also comes out. So in this close team sheet, Calm Mind can be especially scary because not knowing that and now having the screens, this Floette is going to be taking almost no damage as the Twisted Dimensions go back to normal, making Charizard a lot less effective, whereas before, the Weather Balls and the Heat Waves would really stack up. Frostbite, thank you so much. Really appreciate that, man. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how fast this Floette is comparatively to the Charizard. Now, the Sneasler is in the back for the side of Psycho, so there's definitely an answer to the Floette. But how are you going to get it in position? Are you going to have to take this humongous fucking Dazzling Gleam right now? What's the move? We already know Pelipper's dead. Arcaludon's in the back, so no Basque in this game. No Charizard from the side of Kevin. Farigiraf's going to go ahead and protect itself. What are we going to see here? Draining Kiss go into the Farigiraf. But it's going to be called out perfectly by Psycho as Hyper Beam hits the fucking Arcaludon. And I'm not going to lie, insane play. But it could have been a Hyper Voice, but the Hyper Beam guarantees that Sableye takes either a fuck ton of damage with the Light Screen up or the Arcaludon goes down. Whereas Hyper Voice, through the Light Screen, maybe it doesn't get it depending on how it's trained, if it's a calm nature or something like that. So definitely an interesting position. Kevin has lost a lot of ground, but now we have the calm-minded Floette. Also, Alan, what is good? And it's been won game 2 as well. So that is awesome, dude. Love to hear that. Guys, tonight I have a Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. We haven't had one of these on the channel in a very long time. I also have our future sponsor, Splindrift. But Charizard hits the field as Sableye goes for the Encore into the interesting Encore play. Draining Kiss comes out in the Charizard. And honestly, with the Calm Mind on the Floette, Kevin has not been able to get much done with this Floette. He whiffed the Draining Kiss into the Farigiraf for the knockout. And then he whiffed again into the Charizard now, dealing minimal damage. So, honestly, Kevin, what is going on, my man? How are we going to combat this? So, the Sylveon's ready to Hyper Beam again. Or should just start firing off Hyper Voices if it wants to. And one Calm Mind, I'm not sure if a Moonblast is really going to get the Sylveon if it does have access to that Moonblast. But a lot of them are going to be Protect, Calm Mind, yada yada yada. Protect, Calm Mind, Dazzling Gleam, and Draining Kiss. So maybe no Moonblast option available, as the Floette does go for another Calm Mind. Really would have liked to see that come out somewhere in the last 2 turns to get that raised stat so the Weather Ball's not going to do as much. But the Charizard not Mega Evolving, very interesting is that does absolutely fucking 7 damage to the Floette. So the Floette's really planning for this late game switch. Wonder if there was a mistake in not Mega Evolving, or if not wanting to Mega Evolve because you want to get rid of this Sableye first, which also makes a ton of sense. But it was good moving fire Pokemon to my game house here. It's pretty good so far. It was a very, very busy, stressful day, but we're getting to the part where it's feeling pretty good, and I'm feeling pretty good about life. We're 2 rounds in to our tournament here, and life is good, and I'm excited to see how everything shakes down. So hopefully everybody out there is having really, really good. Kevin almost chest the fuck out of me, dude. Kevin sauced. Kevin sauced. He brought Ninetales and he brought like Blizzard spam and Articuno to Puerto Rico, and he day 2'd with it. I was bringing Entei Chanpao. I top cut, but he was really fucking close. He was really fucking close to top cut with me. I did not want to have to play him. He beat me in Pittsburgh. That was how bad it was after he spilled his coffee. So it was just clutch. But Sylveon's still alive, still has to recharge. The Floette here is getting a little bit scary. Now, with Sneasler in the back, that's why I feel a little bit better about this for Saiku's point of view. Because even though it's a 4v1, you would say, oh, this game's over. Without Sneasler, say you have the King Gambit or the Incineroar, oh, Floette can still definitely fucking win this. It gets really, really sketchy. Now, I kind of like... Okay, it's nice to knock out the Sylveon there. At the same time, I need the Floette to be a little bit healthier when the Sneasler comes in, because I'm not sure we're going to be able to take this Dire Claw, especially now at like 69 HP. It's a pretty good number, but is it going to be good enough with the Dire Claw coming out from Sneasler? I'm just not sure it will be, but we're going to find out right now as my fucking Switch is about to die, and we're not going to do that today. Let's see what else is going on. Looks like Gil won again. Gummy Bear took out Max here. Ven took out Asura. Cheesy took out Dust. And Arthur and Matt still haven't played. Arthur, can you go ahead and report that as a win? And let me see here. If y'all haven't played yet. I don't think y'all have. Report score. Oh. Okay. Yep, so Arthur is going to take that dub right there. And the Floette does get knocked out by a Dire Claw. Sorry, I think we saw that coming. Man, Kevin's getting smoked today. I'm not even gonna lie. Your Intimidate saved your Sneasler. Yo, this shit's getting crazy. He just made it here? Oh wait, is he back? We can go back to 0 if he's here. Did I miss something? Honestly, when did this match start? I mean, I think low key though. Did he just join Armaboza? Because I honestly, it's about 20 minutes late, and typically like in tournaments you would go ahead and mark that as a win for Arthur, and not to keep everybody holed up on their Sunday if they got to work tomorrow or something, but I think I am. If he just did join, just verify that he just joined, and if he just joined, I'm probably going to give you the win, Arthur, on that, just so that, you know, we can keep things moving here. But yeah, let me know if I'm wrong in that at all, but I'm gonna go ahead and push that through. Because we only have one other match going on right now. It looks like they're getting close down to the wire. Let me try. He just responded now. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you the win on that. Not like out of like, you know, no petty shit like that, but I wanna keep things moving, and we got almost everybody done. It looks like this last game is actually wrapping up here that we're gonna join. Let's see if we can get in time before it ends, but I don't want everybody to be waiting if they have to work or something tomorrow. Just out of fairness to everybody. But obviously I want them to be able to play, but I get it too. But it's just going to be one loss. It's not going to be like I'm DQing them from the tournament or anything like that. Top Cut is top 4, so there's always going to be a chance even if you lose one. And I think they won round 1 as well, so I think that makes a lot of sense. So let's go ahead and see what's hopping down in this last battle that's going on. It's actually Blastoise and Torkoal against a very interesting team from Hazy Frame here. Now we're in this weird view again that it gives us before the turn kind of plays out, but we'll see what happens here. It's a very interesting team. We have Oranguru, Blastoise, Torkoal, Camerupt, Sinistcha, and Politoed. double weather double weather setters with the Torkoal camera up mode and the Politoed Blastoise mode. And then on the other side here we have Superior, a Pokemon I haven't really seen at all. Aegislash, Corviknight, Glamora, Tyranitar, Milotic. A lot of stuff going on. Yes, no, I did not go to LA this year. A couple of my friends did, but I will be going to NAIC here in like 2 weeks. So I didn't even see it. No worries, Dust. No worries, man. We'll have a good night, man. Thanks for joining in. I'll go ahead and make sure that that's pushed through. And then, can we drop people? It looks like Dust wants to drop right now. I'm also like locked out of this game. This game's getting intense here. But, yeah, let's see what's going on here. Torkoal, still pretty healthy, but the sun is not up, which isn't looking good. Now, Raphael, the Blastoise, is very low. Aegislash lived on like 1 HP. Not sure if it was Focus Sash or what it was. And we got Tyranitar here, still threatening big damage onto Torkoal. And the Shadow Sneak could always come out into the Blastoise this next turn. So we could see something like a Shadow Sneak and a Rock Slide come out. I think that makes a lot of sense. Maybe even a Knockout. Probably like next month at some point. NAIC isn't Champions. The first Champions tournament in real life is actually this weekend. It's in Indianapolis. And I'm not sure on the reg. Don't quote me. I think it's MA, but I'm not sure. I'm almost positive it's MA. But, yeah, it's this reg. Yeah. Yeah, NAIC is going to be really, really fun. I'm going to be there. Y'all, say hi to me if you see me. I'm just chilling. I'm just a chill guy. You know, don't do no weird shit or else. But, like, I'm just a chill guy. Say hi. I talk to everybody. I'm nice. I'm a nice person. What can I say? But I'm just trying out here. This upcoming weekend is Indianapolis. NAIC's in Louisiana. So Milo hits the field. No, we saw the Aegislash switch out last turn is what it looks like. Yeah, Indy's really exciting, guys. I'm really excited to bring y'all some reports from the Indianapolis tournament. I actually, unfortunately, did drop from the tournament. I decided not to go since I was, you know, doing a lot of shit in my personal life. But NAIC, I made sure to lock in with that. I booked my flights. I booked my hotel. We are locked the fuck in. We're going to see what's going on with that. But none of my friends are going, so I'm going to be chilling. And then we got Camerupt coming in here. Now, I'm not sure if Trick Room ever went up. We can double check this, though, in Champions. Looks like no Trick Room ever went up. So it's a Torkoal and a Camerupt against a Milotic in Sandstorm, which doesn't look so good for Morph. But we'll see if they're going to be able to pull it out, because I think Milotic just wins if it knocks out Camerupt. Because the Torkoal has to kind of Weather Ball to hit it. And after Sandstorm, the Eruptions are going to be doing less and less. You'd want to go to NAIC, and broke. Yeah, so always make sure, like, look, try to plan ahead for tournaments, because RK9, usually 2 months before a tournament, they open up registration, and the shit nowadays sells out. The process that they have for it is so fucking stupid. I'm not even going to, like, sugarcoat it anymore. But the Camerupt actually fucking takes a Scald. Crazy bulk coming out, or just piss poor attack. But the Earth Power does go into the Aegislash. I'd like to see a double up into Milotic there, maybe potentially for the knockout, but it would be really hard to read that. And with the Tyranitar in the back, I think this is pretty much wrapped up, as the Milotic can now go for a Scald, get a knockout on a lot of stuff out. But yes, a lot of my friends, they've been competing for years, and they did not get into NAIC. They did not get into NAIC this week, this next month. And it pissed me off, because it's like, these motherfuckers play every day. They go to all these tournaments, and they're competing for Worlds, and, like, they couldn't get into NAIC. Like, why do we not have a point structure for getting into fucking tournaments? That's absolutely fucking retarded. But either way, I digress, guys. The game is still going on. But, yeah, so I always end up going to Puerto Rico. That's, like, my yearly tournament that I always make sure to go to. That's my favorite. And then I do anything that's, like, close and local to me. Like, this year I went to Orlando. And what else? I did, like, one other one. I went to Pittsburgh. But I kind of not the best year for me tournament-wise. I mean, I top cut Puerto Rico. But, yeah. As we're going to see the Poltergeist come out here into the Torkoal, this should do about 50% of its remaining health. Torkoal's defenses are super high, a little bit more than that, as Earth Power comes out and actually hits into the Milotic Protect. It's not Ticketmaster, it's RK9. It's called RK9.GG. And that's how Pokemon runs their fucking stupid ass tournaments. But really high, because my only points really came from Top Cut at Puerto Rico and a couple locals, as we see Hazy Frame take the dub in our last round of round 2. So I will go ahead and mark this as a win for Hazy Frame, and then we'll get it moving into round 3 here, guys. So let's make sure everything is correct. If anybody has any problems, let me know, but let's go ahead and push this through to round 3. And yeah, so going into round 3 pairings are up, guys. Now, you might be like, oh, Hazy Frame might be like, oh my gosh, I just won my game and I have to play immediately. Guys, Pokemon tournaments, they don't give a fuck about when you won your game. You won, you were the last person to play, guess what? You don't even got time to take a piss. You got to play now. But I try to wrap shit up quick at tournaments. So when I wrap it up, I got time to do all the kind of things. It's kind of like a similar like aspect in life and stuff like that. If you qualify for Worlds, do you have to pay an entrance fee? I think so. I've actually never been to Worlds. I've never went to enough competitions to like give myself an adequate shot. Like last year, I feel like if I went to like 3 more tournaments, I would have made Worlds. But I just couldn't like do it. But and also I need to fill out my locals. I never end up doing it. Like I'll go to a couple, have fun with my friends, but then I never get it going. But let's see here going into this next match. We're definitely going to get Arthur in round 3. It's going to be Arthur versus Hazy Frame. And we're going to see what's popping down here. Okay, yeah. So they already have their code up. So let's go ahead and join in on that. Okay, you don't need to pay to play? Okay, that's good. That's good to know. I've never had enough money to go to enough tournaments to really make it happen, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. There was a $1,000 tournament in Orlando today that I skipped out to be here with fucking y'all. So hit the fucking subscribe button, bro, because I'm here for y'all. And they're already battling, so we're gonna go ahead and hop in with Arthur right now and Hazy Frame. Now I know we just saw Hazy Frame, but we've been trying to get Arthur on for like the last 2 rounds, and we've been missing him. So we got him right locked in here. I mean, you have to perform well at like 3 regionals, and fill out your cups, and then you're still borderline. But like my thing is, like, I went to Puerto Rico this year, got top cut, and like I got this last year. I got my Ace Trainer card, like, which isn't really like a great accomplishment. I think it's a good accomplishment, but I already got it for this year, and pretty much my only points came from Puerto Rico. Like, I haven't got the card yet, but it's like I'm gonna get the card. Thanks for the stream. Really enjoy your vibe. Quick question from someone starting out on Champions. Is there a place we can go to find local tournaments? Yes. Go to Pokemon Event Locator online. It'll be on Pokemon's site. Go to Pokemon Event Locator. You'll have all the information there. Type in your like city address and then go and find that. I made it, but still missed the tournament. Glad you missed it. Okay, so going into this match, wait, let me focus here for quite a second. What time do you normally start these tournaments if you run more? Corey, make sure to hop in our Discord. I have a channel called Tournaments. What is it exactly called? Let me not give you false information. It's called Sunday Tourneys. And when I'm going to run a tournament, I have all the information in there along with the link to go ahead and register. Registration's always going to be fucking free for these fucking tournaments. There's not always a prize. There's not a prize for this tournament. Just really good practice. A lot of the people playing tonight, they got a notification like last minute about doing it. And I didn't want to like blow everybody up and be like, oh, like we got to do this like right now. But I wanted to make sure I was there for the people that did want to play. So we put this together, and I think it's a really good event so far. We're in round 3 right now, so just make sure to hop in that. That would be my thing. Milotic has awesome special defense. Yeah, it really does. Most of them are even trained to be like physically bulky full, which makes it like bulky in both defenses. As the Aegislash goes for the Gengar, but actually hits into the Protect here. But we already know Hazy Frame team from last round, but looking at Arthur's team, we have the Mega Gengar, we have the Whimsicott, we have Gyarados, Garchomp, King Gambit, and Rotom Heat. Rotom Heat's a really cool pick on this team. Probably provides something like Will-O-Wisp or even a Scarf Fast Overheat. It's moving quick too. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I maybe want to test my team against better players. That's a great play. I mean, we got a player in here right now, and he day 2'd Puerto Rico with me. We got some players popping off that I'm not really sure if they've ever been to tournaments, but they've been learning a lot, and like that's what this channel is really all about. As we did see this last game, yes, this Aegislash is Focus Sash, so some best of one fucking cheese out here, as that's not what you would expect coming from an Aegislash at all in the slightest. Poltergeist comes out, meaning that this Gengar is actually going to be able to knock out, this Aegislash is going to be able to knock out the Gengar, which is a huge piece of Arthur's team just completely gone because of the hidden trick of the Aegislash. So a really, really, really cool set on the Aegislash to make sure that happens, kind of giving him the opportunity to attack multiple times, even though typically the way you want to run Aegislash is by using that defensive King Shield to stay around longer in the match. As Buttercup the Whimsicott comes back out, likely to want to try to threaten a little KO with a Moonblast onto the Aegislash before it ends up getting like a fucking Sacred Sword into this King Gambit. We're going to see if there's any best of one cheese on Arthur's side, maybe like a Sword Stance on a King Gambit or something like that can get it back in this game by boosting up. If it is something like the Gyarados in the back or the Garchomp, it's going to be very difficult to get rid of this Milotic at this point. Really like to see the Rotom, unless the Whimsicott has some super sneaky grass attack, but using moves like Moonblast into the Milotic is a risky fucking business. You get a drop and you're now fucked. Encore does come out into Milotic though, locking it into that move of choice. Encore could actually come out into the Aegislash next turn, locking it into King Shield. So, very, very good play. Stuck in Master Ball Tier 2, could get out of it last season either. So, oh, he retracted the message. He didn't want us to know. Sorry, I was reading that. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, so looks like here it's going to be very interesting to see if this Whimsicott's just going to want to go ahead and lock on the Aegislash. Now, Hazy Frame recognizing this is going to switch out into Tyranitar. When he did it, the Sandstream activated, but we're really going to see here what is going to want to go down with Arthur's side here. Is he going to use something? Oh, he's going to use the Moonblast just to pick off the Aegislash, which is going to do good damage to Tyranitar, even through the sand. Was hard stuck there last season. Yeah, no, I feel that, bro. It's tough to get out of those tiers. And he retracted it again. Okay, so I don't know if he wants us to say that. We're not going to say it until he keeps it up for a little while. So we'll make sure we're doing the best that we can out here. But yeah, guys. This has been fun for me. You know, not playing for a stream kind of gives me a little bit more energy to be a little bit more talkative. We got a lot of new people in here, so make sure to stick around. I do report videos on like Pokemon Champions. Now, some people fucking hate the style report videos I do, but I do like to stream a couple times a week, just seeing what's popping down, what's going on, and how we can be the best at this game possible. But this is our first tournament on the channel. There's going to be some kinks along the road. Everybody has their kinks, but we're trying, and trying is the hardest thing in life, but that's what we have to do to succeed. Now, Milotic is going to switch out. I keep accidentally doing that. I see what you said. You were stuck in Master Ball rank 2, and yes, our goal is to get you into rank 1 and then into champion rank. I like, before champion rank ended up coming out, I felt like I was like, my placement was so high. It was like 200. And then champion rank came out, and I never actually got to it. I've been kind of hard stuck on like Master Ball Tier 1. But I also, the way I structure my channel is I do report videos on different archetypes of teams. So I only have like 2 days to practice with each team until I'm moving on to the next team and the next team and the next team. So it's been very tough for me as well. Mobile Wild, and yeah, dude, YouTube app be tripping sometimes, for real. See what's going on with some of these other matches here. It actually looks like, you know, Arthur has really battled back in this game with this Whimsicott Encore shenanigan. And Gil is absolutely going fucking crazy in this tournament. Maybe a winner's tour in the future. Yeah, I mean, that would be definitely really cool. to see how we can set that up. Now, this is my first tournament. I actually didn't even get it set up myself. I'm not I wasn't capable of getting it done today. I had such a busy day, but I'm just glad to be here and glad to be able to run the tournament for y'all. And getting 14 players in 2 hours on one Discord message that came out and was like, yo, join this and you got to make an account. And like, I was like, dude, I was kind of worried we were gonna get like 8 people, but 14 is a pretty good turnout. It's like a medium-sized local, which is really nice. It gives you guys some good practice, and I know it's best of 1 tonight. But in the future, we'll get some more stuff popping. Now, I'm not going to be able to sit here and stream 8 hours of best of 3, 8 rounds if we ended up having like 60 to 100 people in a tournament. But we can stream Top Cut, or we can stream it in a lot of different ways. Maybe I'll start a tournament early. It looks like Cheesy also took out Ven. Corviknight's body press does go into King Gambit. That's one thing I'm a little bit worried about on Arthur's end, is how are we going to deal with this King Gambit right now? I mean, not this King Gambit, this Corviknight. As the Corviknight's sitting kind of pretty and locked in the body press now, it looks like we almost need to encore in the body press and switch out the King Gambit is what I'm likely thinking, but I'm not really sure what's in the back for Arthur. So if it is that Rotom, that's what I'd really like to see. But then you got to get rid of this Tyranitar, which could be a little tough. So you could sacrifice the King Gambit by Sucker Punching and Moonblasting a Tyranitar, and then going into that Rotom, and then you have Electric Pressure. But it looks like we're actually going to see the switch out right now, and it is going to be the Garchomp. Okay, so with Garchomp coming in, it looks like Hazy Frame is also going to make a pivot back into Milotic. So Milotic's actually positioned very well here, and he's got to be very careful not to get this special attack drop on Milotic. But does get some good chip damage, especially with Sandstorm. No. Ooh, really good read going for the Brave Bird. Just wanting to get the knockout on the Whimsicott. Going to force that King Gambit back on the field. Has already sent out before on the field. Always focus on defeating the opponent's Pokemon in front of you at any given time. Yeah, you just spin some facts out here. Guys, I'm like usually so fast to finish Dr. Peppers in the past, but I've been talking so much on this stream that I have not had time to drink my Dr. Pepper. I need to work on my Pokemon. I'd be lurking. Dude, I'm sorry, Pokemon. I wish you could have got it in the fucking tournament, man. I wish you could have got it in the fucking tournament. I don't know. Maybe I should have 705. I should have DM'd you. No, it's my fucking fault. It's my fucking fault. For certain. But hold up. Let me also see. Let me see something in my phone. Did I miss something? Togemon's got a birthday coming up on Wednesday. It's in my calendar. It better fucking remind me though, because my memory is so bad, guys. Let's see a little poll going on here. Do y'all fuck with the tournaments? Look, you're about to see what I'm doing here. Let's see what y'all say. I don't care. Y'all can hate if you want to. I'm finally signed into my YouTube chat. I actually set it up today. So Garchomp went for the Scale Shot. And the Life Dew comes out from Milotic. And honestly, it's going to be very difficult to deal with both of these monster defensive threats with the Life Dew pressure as well. And I think that with Hazy Frame, going to be able to wrap up this game by just getting that body press into that King Gambit. Then you just eliminate that and you go down to Garchomp. And even though Tyranitar isn't very good into it, I don't think Garchomp can do enough damage. And with the defense drops, Corviknight is just going to be able to win this game. So, very, very cool team coming out. Very cool iteration. We actually see Hazy taking some dubs. I think Arthur played very well. Like, really kind of putting Hazy into a weird spot with the Encore Whimsicott. But that's how this game goes. It was a back and forth battle, but it looks like we're getting to the end here as the body press does come out into that KG, eliminating that threat and making it a 3v1. Where does Garchomp rank amongst Pokemon that have 4 times weakness to an attack? It's number 1. Yeah, it's number 1, because the number 1 used Pokemon right now, what did I say in my video? Is Sneasler. Well, I guess no. Yes. No, Sneasler's weak to Psychic. So it'd be number 2, because Garchomp's the second most used Pokemon. Yeah, Sneaser's 4 times weak to Psychic. Hazy, good ass game. Arthur, you played really fucking hard in that. I enjoyed it. That was a good match. I have no complaints about that. It looks like we just have a couple more matches popping down here. That was a really good ass match though. Let's see. Matt and Dust. Oh, Dust. I actually need to get both of these guys out. Let's see. Sneasler, Garchomp, and Zard. How do I do this? I'm trying to get... Okay, we're going to drop Dust and Matt because they both left. Yep, they're both dropped. Now, I'm figuring stuff out as we go, guys. We now have 12 players left in the tournament. Looks like our last match that's still going on is Kevin and Morph. And it looks like he just... Okay, it looks like they should still be in the room. Kevin was a little bit late. Shame on him. But either way, guys, he wasn't too late. He was like 5 minutes late. So let's see how far their match is in right now. But GG's to both Arthur and Hazy. Hazy's going crazy because the date has changed. What the fuck you mean the date has changed? Okay, the poll is over, guys. Let's see the results. 20 votes. Yes. Okay, y'all like it. Damn, that's crazy. How many people are in our stream right now? It's actually insane. Let me... How the fuck did I do this? Oh yeah, it's private battles. Okay, I do go to battle. Let's go to private battle. Let's type in their room ID. Oh my god, I'm about to like... What am I doing here? I'm surprised nobody was trolling with that. Guys, we've been getting some trolls in the comments lately. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, this guy was like, oh, I don't like anything about your video. And I was like, bro, I never told you to fucking watch it. Looks like they're not even... Are they playing or is the game... Oh, 70 viewers. Damn. Dude, I've never had that many. That's actually fucking insane. Let's see, did they win? Oh, it's over. I wonder who won. King Gambit's number 4 in usage right now. Y'all, if y'all are new to the stream, join in our Discord. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to try to do this more and more. But, yeah. This is my first time doing a little tournament like this. And it looks like once they report their match wins, I don't know who won. I thought it was 4-1 Ven, but people dropped. Huh. Kev beat me? Okay, cool. That was probably a hell of a battle. Let's go ahead and report the score there. It's 1-0. Done. So Kevin won that. And then we're going to be able to go ahead and hop into our 4th and final round. Now, good luck, everybody. Oh, round 3 is not yet complete. Let me go back. See, guys, I'm figuring this shit out. If they're both dropped, let's just we'll give Dust a win. Neither of them are going to make top cut, it looks like. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I should have dropped them the round 4. Okay, round 4 pairings are up. And yes, Itachi is correct. If we get to 5K before July 4th, I will be wearing a George Washington outfit. Maybe we'll do it for a tournament. That might be lit. That might be fucking lit. But round 4 pairings are up. Now, anybody who's going to be 4-0 should be guaranteed cut unless I absolutely suck and my bracket is garbage. But, guys, while y'all get ready for this last round, I have left the room. Yo, Jordan, you say that shit one more time, bro. I'm going to go ahead and time you off. This motherfucker's always trolling. So, yeah, I'm going to run to the bathroom real fast. Yes, I know I'm commentating and I'm supposed to be here, like, full time. But, like, yeah, I do have to pee because, like, yeah, like, it happens, bro. Like, we got Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar and I got a dick. So, there's not really much I can do about that. I'm going to go pee. And we're going to go ahead and stream. Who should I stream? I'm going to choose Gil because it looks like Gil's been going absolutely crazy. And then I'm going to go ahead and hop in the room, though. That way, that if the battle does come on while I'm actually peeing, that y'all will be able to have some kind of viewership while I'm in the bathroom. So, Y'all enjoy. I'll go ahead and hop in this room. Sorry, TMI. But if you're new to our channel, man, we do not care. So we say what we say. Gil's in the room, and we will be doing that. We'll be doing that. Cheesy's about to hop in. Looks like these two are doing very good. And yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Also, this coconut Dr. Pepper Zero, fucking fire. Also, I made the fattest bowl of nachos today, guys. It was so good. It was like nacho scoops, cheese, sour cream, guacamole. We had added cilantro. We were getting fancy with it today. And then on top of the cilantro, we also had bacon. It was like, oh my gosh, bro. It was absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, guys. So we're gonna get it again. Client spectating. Pokemon has never done this before. Never done this before. You would have to like be battling to do it. So it's actually really, really cool. So we could run tournaments on the channel right now, and other people have too, like Scraw's tournament and everything like that, where we could actually show what's going on in the tournament, and we don't have to play ourselves. I'm not just streaming my matches. We've been able to see, I think, everybody. And if you haven't been featured on stream, let me know, and I'll try to get you in a little bit in this last battle. But I think we got everybody. I think we did get a little bit of everybody. I think it's top 4. I'm almost positive it's top 4. So I'm not necessarily sure, but I doubt it. Maybe if you're 2-2 and you have the highest resistance. But try. You're never going to know if you try. What if you quit and then you would have been the fucking one to make it? How fucking stupid would you feel? YOLO. So lock in. It's okay, you haven't been featured? What's your username? I also don't think I got either of these guys on here. So I kind of want to watch this for a second and then... Are you winning? Are you going to be in Top Cut? It's Ven? Because I'll definitely get you in then. Gengar, Toxicroak, Suazo can be used to defeat fairy types. Indeed, Donkey Chill. Ven. Are you winning? No, I haven't really checked the standings. Because if you're... Yeah, 3-1 people should be the only people that make it. Okay, we'll lock it. We'll watch... Yeah, we'll watch Isven. Fuck, I want to get both of them on. Because I feel like I should have got Cheesy on earlier. Actually, no. Let me get these guys. Because I said I was going to put them on. And I also don't think I put them on stream yet. So let me do that. And then when I get back from a piss, these guys got it locked in. Maybe like delay y'all's match like 2 minutes. And then that way I could grab the end of y'all's match to make sure y'all got in. But since I already have the code up and I'm literally about to piss my pants, I'm going to have the spectate mode on. I'm going to turn off my face cam so that y'all just get some battles for a second. And I'll be back in like literally 2 seconds, guys. Enjoy the start of the battle. And I'll be back. Okay, looks like we got the Glade Frigoraph into Charizard and Sylveon. Enjoy for a second. Don't leave. And yeah. Hell yeah, Armaboza. Well, appreciate you playing as well. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. I have no idea how this round started, so y'all might have to fill me in a little bit. It looks like. Let's see if Trick Room got up. Trick Room did not get up yet. Gallade and Frigoraph on the field, facing down a Charizard and a fucking Garchomp. So it's honestly not looking good for Gil right here. But we're gonna see what this Gallade set is. Maybe it's Scarf. Maybe we don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. As the Charizard goes for Protect, there's obviously something I'm missing. Aaron Zhang lost to on ladder. Looks like the Garchomp is faster though, and it's gonna go for that Scarf Earthquake potentially, or maybe just a normal Earthquake to get the knockout on both Frigoraph and Gallade here, bringing down into the final two Pokemon with Trick Room not up is very sketchy situation. Even though it looks like Sylveon also got knocked out. It started in the middle of the battle, guys. I'm sorry. I tried, man. We tried and failed, but like that's all we can really do out here. Motherfuckers ain't trying nowadays, but. That's a side tangent. It's going to be Camerupt and King Gambit. Now, both of these guys are pretty bad into Mr. Quake here. Now, I'm not sure if there was any kind of scale shots or anything used like that. It didn't look like it from when I looked at the stats. But either way, guys, looks like Garchomp's in a very good position. And with Charizard also here, threatening Heat Wave. Now, the King Gambit can knock out Charizard with Sucker Punch, but then you're ignoring the Garchomp. So we're going to see exactly what's going to pop down here. Maybe this Camerupt's got some secret trick up its fucking sleeve, and it's about to just murk. But we will find out very, very shortly. Sucker Punch does come into the Charizard for the knockout. Giving the opportunity for this Garchomp now to go for a big-ass Earthquake. Doing big damage and actually knocking out the Camerupt. I wonder if that was a critical hit. Looks like no critical hit. Maybe a soft sand variant from the Garchomp, because my Garchomp is adamant max attack, and I typically don't knock out Camerupts. So very, very interesting there. As the Finn comes in, and that's honestly GG, because even with the sun up, the sun is no longer up, it looks like, and the Wave Crash plus Earthquake, there's nothing he can really do about that. He has to kind of go for double protects, but at the same time, I'm not seeing the out here for Gil, so it looks like Cheesy is going to take round 4 here. Now, since this match did wrap up very quick, let me go ahead and hop on and get Ven in, going up against Saiku here. So let me go ahead and pull up their code. Very good game, though, that we got to see here. I didn't actually catch, like, most of it. But either way, guys, I was in the bathroom. And, yeah, let's go ahead and enter their room ID. It's going to be 2734058 Let's go ahead and hop in and see what they're popping down with in their room. I may not have been able to do the tournament, but at least I'm grinding you. That's the fucking attitude to have. Let's get Ven on screen because you haven't been on stream yet. And then we should have everybody have had a stream match at this point, which is really cool. It's really cool that we can get everybody included. And this was a small tournament. We had 14 players in this tournament, but we put it out 2 hours before. And it looks like Ven has actually lost his Zoroark and Garchomp, while the Charizard on the opposing side is paralyzed and Sylveon's knocked out. Floette's still on the field, gonna knock off a big Moonblast into this Charizard. It is resisted. It looks like there was a little bit of a glitch there. So Charizard actually goes down. So it looks like it goes at low HP already. And the Floette was faster due to the paralysis. Let's see where this Incineroar is targeting. Unless it just switched in. It might have just switched in. It looks like it did just switch in this turn. So it's going to be the Farigiraf and Incin against Sneasler and Floette. And now Flare Blitz is very threatening in the sun, especially with the Charizard's Drought ability that we saw from Psycho's team earlier. So if it really just comes down to a lot of 50-50s here, who's the Incineroar going to be targeting? Does the Sneasler have enough damage? Is Fake Out going to come out from the Incineroar to stop it if it did just switch in? There's a lot of things that could go down here. I think that... Oh, this is sketchy. CC rips straight into the Incineroar for the knockout. No Choppleberry on that guy. And I think with that, guys, I think Ven might be able to lock up a spot in top cut here, depending on what the old bracket here says, as the fucking Light of Ruin comes out into the Farigiraf. And that, my friends, is going to pick up the KO. Ven is going to be winning. Psycho is going to lose. Now, we only saw the tail end of this game. Cheesy went 4-0. I'm very proud of you. Fuck yeah. I'm not sure if we had another 4-0. We actually have to see. But Ven, good game. Psycho, admirable fight. It was actually very close. Not sure if Fake Out was an option there, but yeah, it looks like we're wrapping things up here. Let's go try to hop into another game of something that's going on. Maybe even a. It looks like this gummy bear and hazy frame match is potentially for a top cut. So let's go hop into this as well because it's close. It's gonna be 8-9-5-4. 9-2-3-1. So let me go ahead and hop into this. But guys, I would just bring you one match, but we're going to see. Now, I'm not sure how many 3-in-1s we have. If there's more than 4 3-in-1s, it comes down to resistance. And guys, this is a hard lesson that you're going to have to learn in Pokemon. If this is like your first tournament or it's just something new to y'all and y'all haven't played it yet, if you can have the same record, and if there's more than 4 and it's only top cutting to 4, it all goes down to how your opponents did. So it goes down to their win-loss record, all accumulated in their resistance. As we see a Mega Venusaur team. Now we saw this team earlier coming from Gummy Bear. We actually know that the Politoed. Actually, I probably shouldn't spoil that on stream if Hazy is watching into the stream, but we know a couple things about Hazy's team. We actually see that Hazy has a Mega Tyranitar on her team as well. Something that we didn't see earlier. It was just a normal Tyranitar earlier. So very interesting team comp coming from both players here, as we have kind of an Arcaudon Rain mode with a Perish Trap mode and a Mega T-Tar mode with a bulky Sand Core here with the Focus Sash Aegislash, which is really cool. I want to battle, but the person I just battle used all dragon types. It's a win is a fucking win, and we take those. It don't matter what your opponent's using, you know. Wolf Glick will pull up the tournaments using crazy shit as Thunderbolt goes and smacks this Corviknight. So yeah, I mean it was a safe T-Bolt in. Oh, I guess was it really? A Sludge Bomb goes into Tyranitar, maybe predicting something else, or trying to hit the Superior or something like that. Brave Bird comes into the Venusaur for the knockout. I'm actually tripping. Corviknight didn't switch out that turn. It was actually still on the field. I'm sucking at commentating, guys. But either way, it's a first for me. Everybody gets fucked for the first time once, and you know that's just how life goes. But it looks like O2 Mellow sent Stay Hydrate for 550 joules. I don't know what joules are, but thank you for that. And yes, we have our Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar here, so thank you very much. And you know what? Just for you, I'll pop open another fucking Splendrift. It is water at the end of the day, guys. I got the sniffles. I don't have allergy medicine. But Politoed hits the field. The rain is up. Very interesting here. Now, Gummy Bear is down to his final 2 Pokemon. Obviously, Hazy has all 4, it looks like, still alive. Could switch out to get that weather back up, but we're going to see how important it is to them. This Corviknight's going to go ahead and dip off the field in return of Aegislash, and we're going to see just how low this Aegislash is, as Tyranitar just goes for a Protect here. Cheesy dominating. Yo, this might be Cheesy's day. This might be Cheesy's fucking day. Thunderbolt comes into the Aegislash. It totally eats that up, though. Weather Ball does come out into the T-Tar. So, very nice defensive pivot coming out from Hazy, giving himself another chance in this game and giving him an opportunity to wrap this up. Teals said, nice. Yo, it is nice. Life's nice. Life's nice out here. What can we do about it? Guys, I know I'm wearing the glasses today. We can't always be Riz gods every single day. Some days you got to put the glasses on and... You know, guys, yesterday I went out. I wouldn't say. Well, I went out with a lady friend and I didn't wear my contacts, even though I have higher Riz potential with the contacts. But still, we balling out here. As Corviknight does get knocked out, leaving an opportunity for the Tyranitar to come back in to overwrite the weather. As Weather Ball does come out into the Aegislash, it's gonna make it a lot harder to deal with this Aegislash, unless the Thunderbolt does get the KO. So, it'll be very interesting to see what happened there. Cheesy's ready for top cut. Nerd alert on the screen. Yo. We got Superior coming back in here. Superior threatens a lot of damage. T-Tar can obviously switch in to override that weather at any time. So, we're going to see if they opt to go ahead and do something like that. And then, you know, we're going to be getting the top cut here pretty soon, guys. Pretty fucking soon. Rockoff's team had a Mega Aerodactyl and a Charizard Y with Basculegion. And I did a fucking video on this. What the fuck else did he have? He had a... Man, I don't even remember. I'm not going to give y'all false information. I know he had those 3, though, for certain. He had a Garchomp as well. I know that. And I think he had a King Gambit. I'm not sure on the 4th. It's going to be a fucking Frenzy Plant coming into this Politoed for the... Not even a knockout. Wow. Superior really showing some weakness there. As now, the Superior is not going to be able to move next turn as T-Bolt comes into Superior for the knockout. But... Oh, maybe it was Mega Floette and Charizard Y. I'm mistaken. Yeah, normal Aerodactyl. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. You're actually so right. Yeah, so Floette's the one I'm missing there. Aegislash goes for the Poltergeist, and it comes out into the Rotom. Does decent damage even through the burn with a critical hit. Okay, so that crit it could matter coming up late game here. But Politoed's Weather Ball comes in, knocking out the Aegislash, and bringing Hazy down to a final Pokemon. So a storming comeback here with this Rain mode. And it might actually seem like Gummy Bear might be able to pull this out with something like a combination of a Hydro Pump. And an Icy Wind if Politoed's able to survive a Rock Slide. Now, obviously, you could just go for the knockout. If the Tyranitar is faster than the Rotom, it could be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. And I think if Rotom does go down to something like a knockoff or any other potential move, it could be very interesting to see what happened here. I'm really interested to see what the top cut matches are going to be. I'm not sure how many 3-in-1s we have. Let's look. It looks like we have... Oh, it looks like one person's going to get snuffed from top cut. We have a 4-0. We have Gil at 3-in-1, Ven at 3-in-1, Maxier at 3-in-1, and then one of these guys will be 3-in-1 at the end of this game. So one person will unfortunately miss top cut, learning a very crucial lesson in Pokemon to always just take it in stride. And if you don't make top cut and you go 3-in-1, you didn't play bad. Just know that. Hell yeah, Alan. Well, appreciate you joining in, man. How you doing tonight? So it looks like the Weather Ball came out into the Tyranitar for not a lot of damage. Now Tyranitar is burnt. Actually, no, maybe a Will-O-Wisp came out. I'm actually fucking so stupid. But with that Will-O-Wisp, it might actually... It's going to be really close to see who pulls this out. Because we know the Politoed can't really do much with Weather Ball. But the Rotom has to really pull this, and I'm not sure. It's going to be a Helping Hand Hydro Pump coming out here, likely. Maybe a Thunderbolt for that consistent, as the Tyranitar does go for the Protect. So, Kevin, we're done after this round. You're not going to make cut. You're good to dip out of here. You're not going to miss anything. I really appreciate you playing, though. And good luck in your next tournament. Hopefully you do good. And yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, so good to fucking see you in the tournament. Hell yeah, man. So, good luck. Good luck, sir. Lock in, and maybe try to bust one out real quick before your next tournament if you need to, but other than that, sorry, guys. Timeout. Let's pause right there. Rotom's going to go for a Protect here. The T-Tar goes for the knockoff into the Rotom. And I think it's really going to come down to if this Hydro Pump is going to be able to hit and knock out this Tyranitar. And I am not sure if it's going to be able to do it. Now, the Tyranitar is burnt. Rotom could live a knockoff at this point, but it's going to be very, very close with 69 HP remaining. How do you predict if you get snubbed or not? I mean, right now you could look through the Oh, Hydro Pump misses the Tyranitar. We're not even going to see the calc. Is the knockoff going to be enough to get the knockout here? No. It's actually not. And with the Rotom's leftovers knocked off, knockoff is going to do less next turn. Oh, God, this is close. So Rotom probably goes for Protect here to stall out the last turn of Sandstorm. That way, the Hydro Pump should be able to knock out if it just hits. But it's going to come down to, is it going to hit this last time? This is probably the most hype moment. Y'all, leave a like on the stream for this hype-ass moment. What is going to partake here? He should go for the Protect on the Rotom, and we will see the Protect come out. So no misplays happening here. This is fucking close, and this could be for top cut. Or it could be a snub. We don't know yet. We don't know. And it's kind of hard to tell. You'd have to look through your opponents and how they ended up doing, and kind of compare it to everybody else that's 3-in-1. But since we're going to top 4, it'll be very interesting to see how it partakes down. But going in here, so it's going to be the Hydro Pump missing again. And that is going to call to the end as Rotom does get knocked out to the rock slide. That was insane, yo. So Rotom really just fucking shitting the bed there. And Hazy Frame pulling it out from the depths of fucking despair and possibly even making it into top cut with that. Looks like Yoshi and Morph might still be playing too. Let's see, is Yoshi gone? I think Yoshi might be gone. I think at this point we give Morph the win on that, right? Yeah, I think Yoshi is gone. So let's go ahead and give Morph the win there. That was insane. That was insane. Armabosa using off them membership emojis. JP is too, so that's super lit. Yeah, so I think we're good here. As Morph was here, it looks like, yeah, I just never got it back. So I'm gonna go ahead. All the matches are over. Let's take a look at Top Cut. And let's see what we're talking about here. Guys, get excited. Leave a like on the stream. Join the Discord if you haven't, if you want to be in this tournament in the future. Let's look at what Top Cut is going to look like. Now, how do I do this? How do I do this? Okay, wait. How do I do this? Seed my bracket. Oh, how the fuck do I do this? Wait. I wonder if, let me reach out to my friend really fast. Let me make sure I do this right. How do I just want to make sure I do this right and I don't accidentally mess anything up here. This is a new software that I'm using in this one. So before we get the Top Cut, okay, he's on it right now. So we're about to find out what's going on with Top Cut. But y'all, it's getting real. It's getting to that time. Stay tuned just a second here as we figure this out. And fuck yeah, man, it's gonna be really, really cool. It's looking like, oh, I don't want to spoil it. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be close. We're looking at resistance right now, and then we're gonna go ahead and post Top Cut here in a second. But it's gonna be really close. It's gonna be really close, guys. We're only gonna stream one of the top 4 matches, and then we're gonna stream the finals, and then guys, we'll wrap up the stream tonight. And it's going to be really exciting to see who pulls out the fucking dubs. And we're going to have some Game 3 sets, or is it just going to be Game 2 sets? We're about to find out. But yeah, we're looking into it right now, trying to make sure. This is a new software for me, especially, so I'm just double checking that I'm doing this right, and we're going to see what's popping down. So, he's looking into it. I thought you would protect on the Rotom and use the Frenzy on Politoed as a high-risk reward move. I still should have targeted Rotom. Oh, man. This is the reason that it comes down to. It's just the reason that it comes down to, man. It's a tough game out here. You never know what your opponent's thinking. You think they know what you're thinking. You think you know they know what that you know, but at the end of the day, they only know what you don't. Yeah. That's what we're talking about here. That's what we're talking about here. Okay. So let's see if we get it. Okay. So, number 1 seed is Cheesy versus Maxier. Match number 2 is going to be Ven against Gil. Good luck, everybody. We are going to be streaming match number 2. We're going to be streaming match number 2. And, yeah, we'll see how that pops down. Cheesy and Maxier, feel free to go ahead and play whenever you are ready. Ven and Gil, I will be hopping in to y'all's room when we get that popped down. But let's take a look here. Yeah, it looks like Ven is just hopping in the chat right now. And sorry if you got snubbed at 3-1. It just means that you played opponents that did less as good as the people above you. Therefore, you just got cut out of the top 4. So very unfortunately, but you played excellently. 3-1 is a great record. It actually goes to show that like if you're playing people at a tournament and you're doing well at a tournament like this, you might be able to go to a local and do good. Maybe go to a regional, do potentially well. So looks like Gil's gonna be making the room here. We're gonna go and hop into that as soon as it's made. And good luck. Good fucking luck, guys. This is going to be absolutely lit. Now, this is best of 3. This is best of 3, guys. Always keep that in mind. So, as we talk about on the channel, guys, if you're new to competing in any tournament or anything like that, just make sure to always remember that sometimes if you're about to lose, just farm information out of your opponent for game 2 and 3. See what you can find out. And we're about to get started really fast as soon as Ven hops in the room, and it looks like we're gonna be getting going right fucking now, guys. So drop a like, guys. This is gonna be lit. Make sure to hop in the Discord server if you want to be in one of these in the future, and we'll get it going. Got to get back into practice, so I'm getting some local tournaments. How did you do, Armor Boza? How'd you end up? And yeah, like, dude, one bad tournament doesn't mean shit. Like, I got top cut in Puerto Rico, went back to a local with my friends, and guys, I got fucking cooked. I went 0-3. It was absolutely terrible. But it looks like we're going to be hopping into game 1 right now. So this is going to be absolutely fucking lit. Ven is running Zoroark, Floette, Garchomp, Incineroar, Sneasler, and Whimsicott. Gil is going to be running Camerupt, Mega Crabominable, Azumarill, Gallade, Farigiraf, and Kingambit. So from one side of the viewpoint, we have a hard Trick Room team. On the other side, we have a hyper offense Tailwind team. Who is going to be victorious? What set is the Zoroark running? They are ready to fucking go. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. In New York, there are champion locals. Yoshi, look on the Pokemon event locator. I have no idea. I'm not in New York. Or if anybody else in the comments knows, you can feel free to respond to that. It's going to be Farigiraf and Gallade going out against Incineroar and Floette. So, no fake out pressure on turn 1 with the Farigiraf's Armor Tail. Likely Armor Tail, because this is best of 1, so we don't know. Let's see what they opt to go for here. Definitely looks like we want to get Trick Room up with this Gallade and Farigiraf lead. And it looks like from the Floette side, we want to fucking stop Trick Room. Now, you can't do much with the Incineroar, but maybe Incineroar's got Taunt. We don't really know, guys. Maybe Gallade's got a Focus Sash and just planning on sitting there eating a Moonblast or a Light of Ruin. Maybe Ven has different plans. Floette's going to go ahead and Mega Evolve from the rip. Let's see what they're going to want to go for here. I was able to bring Max here to the last 2. We got cooked after that. Oh, with the side duck emojis. Yo, the side duck emojis look good. Taunt is going to come out into the Farigiraf. So did call out that Taunt there as Sacred Sword goes into the Zoroark. So it was never an Incineroar all along as Dazzling Gleam comes out into the Gallade. So wow, really, really fascinating turn 1 here. Finding out that this is a Zoroark and not a fucking Incineroar. Champions locals will start only in September. However, stores will be hosting them for fun tournament until then. Yep, that's also really true. I have a couple locals in my Tampa area right now that are starting to do some champion stuff, even though it's not technically the official format yet. So, I don't know about September though. Is it really September, Craps? I thought it was going to start after Indianapolis. It was when it was going to be official. Going into this next turn though, Zoroark's still on the field, still threatening that Taunt down. Gallade can't really go for Trick Room here because it's going to be slower than a Floette and going for Dazzling Gleam. We could have saw something like a Wide Guard come out, but let's see what this Farigiraf is actually opting for here. Trick Room might not go up in this game, and it might be very telling of the situation that actually unfolds here. With no Trick Room and Zoroark still on the field, threatening Hyper Voice the next turn very likely, it's actually going to be very sketchy to see how this is going to play out. Now, something like the Azumarill in the back has a priority option. Kingambit has a priority option. And knowing Zoroark is very unbulky, then priority options can do a lot of fucking damage to it. And the battle is going to be forfeited from the jump. Realizing that there is nothing that they could do and not wanting to reveal the Pokemon they hand them back. So a very smart play. So you're looking at this and you said, oh, well, you just lost a battle. That's not a smart play. Not revealing what you have in the back is so important so you can plan for next game, knowing what is going to happen. So they're going to be going into game 2 here. And game 1 went to, who is running the Hard Trick Room team? I actually don't know. But whoever was running Hard Trick Room did lose game 1. So going into game 2, we're about to find out right now. I just need a little bit of a reminder myself. And yes, Ven won game 1. So Ven winning one more game will launch you into the finals. So let's see how this does pop down here, and see what goes on. And very interested to see, is there going to be a response coming from the side of Gil here, or what is the plan of action going into the Zoroark? Zoroark's a very confusing Pokemon, and it can catch a lot of people off guard, especially when it's got Taunt going into something like a Hard Trick Room team. So, very tricky matchup for a Hard Trick Room player here. It's also a tricky matchup for Ven, because if you get called out on that and you get Sucker Punched or Kowtow Cleave turn 1 and land into a Protect, that's looking rough itself. Maybe we want to see something like a King Gambit adaptation here from the side of Gil. Maybe we just run it back and say we're going to play fucking better. We're going to Psycho Cut into that Zoroark. But we don't know the item on the Zoroark. That's one thing that we don't know yet. So in not revealing those back Pokemon, we don't know a lot of information from Ven's team other than the fact that there is the Taunt on that Zoroark and there's the Dazzling Gleam on the Floette. Is it a Calm Mindset? Is it Light of Ruin? We don't know. It's going to be Sneasler in Floette. But is it a Sneasler? Is it a Floette? We don't know, guys. Let's find out right now. We're going to see the same leads ran back from Gil, believing in the combo of Gallade and Farigiraf to get up the Trick Room here. Let's see how this is going to pop down. I need to redevelop my Sun team because I can't get a constant wins. Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of things to work on with Sun teams. I mean, like, you running Manual Sun with Charizard Y. You running Charizard Y with, like, a Prankster Sunny Day, like Sableye. You're running Torkoal with a Hard Trick Room mode. There's a lot of different ways you can approach a Sun team. We actually haven't done a Sun archetype yet on the channel, but should be coming up soon. Working on Hail right now. I gotta work on that report a little bit. Floette will be Mega Evolving, so we know Floette is here and Mega Evolved. Gallade is going to get a helping hand, and let's see what's going on. It's going to be the fake tears from the fucking Sneasler, trying to just eliminate this Farigiraf on turn 1, as Psycho Cut comes out into the Floette, but doesn't pick up a knockout, because this Floette is trained to be very, very bulky. Dazzling Gleam comes out, doesn't knock out either Pokemon, but we confirmed that the Gallade, unbelievably, is faster than this Floette. Floettes are typically trained to be very fast, but it looks like here, in this particular situation, this Gallade is faster than a Floette, possibly a Jolly Nature, with max attack and max speed since it's running the Focus Sash. That would make a lot of sense. Now, your 2 Trick Room setters are very low. If Trick Room doesn't go up here, it could be a huge fucking problem moving forward. So let's see exactly what they're thinking. Floette's going to go for the Protect. We know this is the Zoroark, because Sneasler doesn't use Fake Tears. So, Farigiraf also going to use the Protect. What is going to happen here? It's going to be an Icy Wind to try to chip off both of these guys, forcing Gallade to go in for something like a Wide Guard, but no Wide Guard came out. Gallade goes down. Really no progress made here from the side of Gil. No Trick Room still. So really doing a good job at eliminating the Trick Room coming out from the other side. A really, really fantastic choice with this Zoroark into this Hard Trick Room team. It's making it very difficult for Gil to get stuff going. Now we have Aqua Jet pressure, but we also still have the Zoroark that you have to deal with. And what is going to be the play here? Zoroark can pick off, it's going to be the Bitter Malice, just lowering the attack of the Azumarill. No Aqua Jet came out here, so the Dazzling Gleam comes out, and it might... Oh, the Azumarill lives on 6 HP, but I would say this is very fucking bad. For Gil, no Trick Room is going to be coming out. Liquidation is going to come out on the Floette. No Aqua Jet KO. Maybe predicting a switch. Maybe not having the access to the Aqua Jet. And at this point, I don't see a way that Ven is going to be able to come out. And yes, Zoroark is putting in absolutely unbelievable amounts of work right now, guys. And it's forfeit. It's over. It's over. Very good battle from Ven. Gil really just got confused by the whole Or maybe not confused, just not aware of what the Zoroark's potential was there, and having not only the Icy Wind, having that Bitter Malice, and having that taunt to shut down the Trick Room. GG, Ven, welcome to the finals. And Gil, great tournament. Hopefully you did enjoy the tournament. Let's go see what's going on with our other top cut match and see how they're doing. Let's go over to Cheesy here and see what's popping down. It's going to be code 2921746. Let's see what's popping down. I was so scared of Aquajet, dude. Dude, well played. Dude, now everybody's doing really good right now. Now we're not sure the series score in this right now. They are locked in. They haven't been updating. That first round, the battle already ended. So it looks like we already got a winner here on one of the games. But let's see what is currently going down into this. So let's go and spectate. Yeah, Zoroark's a really tricky Pokemon to go up against. Ven won. So, very interesting. It looks like we're either going into game 2 or game 3 here. I'm not sure what the score is as of right now, but we shall find out what both Cheesy and Maxier are running. So Cheesy is our first seed, 4-0, and Maxier is our 4th seed, barely sneaking in. And Maxier actually has a really cool team that we haven't seen yet, with the Talonflame, Palafin, Meganium, Aegislash, Kleavor, and Farigiraf, going into a team of... Let's see here. I just fucked up my stream. God damn it. Okay. Of Garchomp, Basculegion, Sylveon, Aerodactyl, Charizard, and Mousehold. A very, very... team that's picking up a lot of popularity here. So you have your Mousehold for redirection, you have Aerodactyl for Tailwind, you have Basculegion for massive power, Garchomp, Sylveon for a little Trick Room mode, and then on the other side we have a bunch of anti-meta threats. Maxier running out with the Kleavor, the Charizard's most hated enemy, because a lot of these guys are running Jolly, which is going to outspeed a lot of Charizards. Then we got Farigiraf, we got Aegislash, we got Palafin, Meganium, and Talonflame with Tailwind as well. Talonflame has priority Tailwind, which is really, really good. PBI's pain, no, unfortunately, we are in top 4 right now. After finals, I will be done for the night. I'll be chilling, but we will have more tournaments in the future. If you'd like to join in on those, join in our Discord. That's where I post the announcements about it. That's how these beautiful people found out about the tournament tonight. And yeah, Kleavor is a surprising mon. I actually don't think we got Maxier on stream yet. So this will be really interesting to see how they want to play this battle. As we're actually also going to see the Palafin. I'm wondering if there's potential for a Talonflame Rain Dance here, which could be absolutely fucking sauced into this Charizard that might be unsuspecting of an attack like that. You do, however, have to be very careful of the Rain Dance, because you have the Basculegion in the back on the side of Cheesy, which is going to get a powered up Wave Crash, which can be very good into Maxier's team here. So let's find out very quickly about what is going to partake here. They're choosing their actions. I'm really interested to know who won game 1, game 2, if we're in game 3. Ported away. It looks like Cheesy might have won game 1 here. So we're gonna see. I'm not really sure. Let's report after all games. Okay, cool. So we saw I'm not actually sure what actually happened there. I saw a move failed. We're gonna see a flip turn come from the Palafin into the Mousehold, doing minimal damage, but more importantly, activating the Palafin for later. Should they be the Elite Four until next tournament? Yeah, honestly, yeah, they really should be. They really, really should be. Yeah, Kleavor is a good anti-meta threat. It's going to be interesting to see who you're going to want to switch into on a potential Heat Wave here. 12-game winning streak? Yo, that's fucking lit, Itachi. Yeah, that team was nice. As we see the Kleavor come in, actually dodging the Heat Wave, which would have done massive damage. Talonflame, eats it up relatively well. Talonflame isn't very bulky, but it is resistant to Fire-type attacks. So, Mousehold Cleavor getting very lucky there, actually giving Max here a very good opportunity here. Oh, he went for the upper hand turn 1. I wonder if it was a misclick or something like that. Not priority status stuff. What would have been the priority status attack coming out there, though, is my question. We're going to see a Follow Me come out. We're going to see a Stone Axe come out. It's going to be interesting. Oh, it does very good damage to the mouse hold. Are we going to see a Tailwind, or are we going to see a potential try to knock out? Oh, it's going to be a Taunt on the mouse hold. Okay, cool. So, Charizard's still going to get a Heat Wave off here. Weather Ball, actually. 100% guaranteed to hit this Weather Ball, realizing this is a threat. And Cleavor with no Focus Sash, meaning it's just going to go straight down. And that big threat is just off the field. And just for the cost of a mouse hold taunt and like 60% of its HP, with the Friend Guard still on the field, it might be worth it to just keep the mouse hold there. Because this Charizard looks to be very bulky with 184 HP, so max HP on the Charizard. Very likely to live at least one Wave Crash from the Palafin with the Friend Guard, but maybe not a double up with a Brave Bird. So we're going to see what kind of defensive play once it comes out here. Likely a defensive play. And we're going to find out right now. It's going to be the Acrobatics. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We gotta keep doing it. Mousehole just stays in, goes for a Super Fang, wanting to get damage down onto the Palafin. As Wave Crash also comes in, so definitely trying that double up play, just a good protect, and then getting a good chunk of damage on this Palafin. Just super important for late game. And guys, this is our last top of 4. So our next last best of 3 is going to be the finals, guys. So our very first tournament is going to have a winner. And I'm really excited to see who's actually going to pull this out. But a very close game going on here. Cheesy's getting some good momentum back for certain. And it's going to be very interesting to see how the Palafin player is going to want to approach this. Quake comes out, the Chomp. And with Chomp on the field now, it's actually going to eat these attacks really well. As Acrobatics comes out, and with the Friend Guard, Rough Skin's going to deal some more chip damage, and Super Fang is going to come out again into the Palafin, bringing the Palafin now very low as Drain Punch comes out just to knock out the mouse hold. So getting some HP back, not falling for the trap of going for the Wave Crash again. A Heat Wave this turn would have absolutely ended the game, because I think Palafin would have taken way too much damage to actually deal with this Garchomp, but now there is an opportunity for something to happen there. It's been a lot of fun to participate and watch, yo. I'm glad to fucking hear that. The tournament is coming to an end, Coca-Cola. We are in our top 4 match right now. This is after game 1. We came from a matchup where Ven won. So he's in the finals, and we're deciding our last finalist right now, and then we'll have the finals, and then everything will be wrapped up and all good and dandy. Dave, the Sylveon, is going to come onto the field, and we're going to see exactly what he wants to go for here. We're going to see exactly what he wants to go for. Sylveon hitting the field right now is a little bit funky. His Tailwind is going to come out, wanting to ensure that you're going to be faster than this Garchomp. But is the Palafin going to have enough damage? He's going to go for a Flip Turn on the Garchomp. What moves are going to be coming out? What is going to live a Hyper Voice? Is Garchomp just going to knock off this Talonflame right now? Or is it going to go for something like a Dragon Claw? Or a Rock Slide? It's going to be the Meganium coming in. And I'd like to see maybe a Dragon Claw coming out into the Meganium, doing big damage. And with the Hyper Voice follow-up, this might be putting it in range of Quick Attack, and it looks like it is. So it might be very, very hard for Max here to come back from this, as Meganium takes a ton of damage on switch in. And with the Charizard still on the back to neuter the Palafin in the back, and the Palafin getting very low, I don't see a way, if this Sylveon does have Quick Attack, of dealing with these threats going on right now. Because I don't think even the Talonflame would live the Pixelate Quick Attack. It's still very scary. And, you know, without the mouse hold, my Charizard has went down to it. But this match is getting a little bit crazy. Meganium was going to go ahead and Mega Evolve off the rip here. Maybe hinting at no protect, maybe wanting to protect with Tailwind up. Upper Hand comes out again, but Upper Hand isn't going to be able to work. Going for that Quick Attack play that we were talking about, as Dazzling Gleam comes out, knocking out Garchomp, but Dave not falling for it. Maybe just going for a big Hyper Voice here as it comes out. And with that, guys, Palafin's not going to be able to take an attack from either the Charizard or the Sylveon. So I believe, I'm not 100% certain, but I believe Cheesy is going to make the finals here. I believe Cheesy's going to make the finals. What a match, though. If the Quick Attack did come out, if the Quick Attack play did come out, it could have gotten really scary. Because you take that guy's Dazzling Gleam, Meganium's still alive. What the fuck are you going to do now? And with the Pointed Stones, if this Charizard does have Solar Beam or Weather Ball, I believe it will knock out the Palafin. And Hyper Voice will definitely knock out the Palafin. So it's just going to come down to targeting here and what actually does partake. But as long as Cheesy doesn't protect, I think he has it wrapped up if he just double attacks. It's going to be the Wave Crash into the Sylveon. And Sylveon is going to eat it up. And that, my friends, is GG. As Solar Beam comes out from the Charizard. Bright burst of green energy coming into the Palafin. And I believe that's it. I believe Cheesy just took it. And we're about to find out once they update it. And we're going to be going into our finals. As our bracket right now, Ven won 2-0 over Gil. And Cheesy, I believe, may have just 2-0'd. Maybe it was a 3-game set. This might have been a 3-game set. I'm not certain. The sun was key there, but at the same time, you know, if the sun had expired that turn, it would have been very, very tough. But yeah, I believe it's over. I believe, unless we're about to hop into a game 3 here, I'm not sure. I'm not very sure. Let's see what's going on. Yep, 2-0. Cheesy takes the dub. We're gonna be hopping into our finals. And it's going to be Cheesy versus Ven. So, guys, hop in whenever. I'm going to hop in with y'all. It's going to be very good. GG, Max here. You played really well throughout the tournament. And, guys, I'm excited for finals. So, if you're excited for finals, leave a sub on the channel if you've enjoyed this tournament. Leave a like on the video. Join in our free Discord if you want to hop in these tournaments in the future. We'll do them, like, bi-weekly or something like that. And if we get a certain amount of people in the tournaments, like if we open it up a little bit earlier next time and we get way more people in, I'll probably only be streaming like the top cut, because if it's top 8 or top 16, then yeah, like I don't have the capabilities of streaming for 8-hour tournaments, bro, but I'll stream the good stuff and it'll be really fun. Let's go ahead and hop into that final match chat, and they haven't got in there yet, but let's see as soon as they come in and they bring their stuff. Cheesy's obviously finishing up. Needs to take a quick goon break after that absolute sweater that we just watched. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, so it's a little bit quiet in here. I wonder if they can see it. Yo, Cheesy's ready. Let's do this. Yeah, whenever y'all drop that match slip, we'll be hopping in there and watching this best of 3 to see who's going to be our winner of our first tournament. Yeah, this tournament was fun, man. This tournament was a ton of fun. I'm excited for finals. Finals is going on. If you got any friends that like tournaments, you know, share it with them. Be like, yo, it's a final of this little tournament. It's Seed 1 versus Seed 2. So, couldn't be a better matchup here that we're going to be watching. Cheesy is 4-0. Seed 2, Ven 3-1. So it's a very small tournament tonight. It's our first try. I think it went really, really well, guys. So I'm really happy. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Looks like they're chatting it up right now. I think one of them's making a room. So as soon as we get that room ID, we're gonna hop in and get it good. Guys, who is gonna win? Let's put out a poll. I'm gonna put out a poll. Who winning? We're going to go Cheese and Ven. Let's see what the people think is going to be winning. Cheesy's making the room right now. Let's see what y'all are thinking. We are thinking Cheesy so far. Cheesy off the rip. Oh, it's 50-50 now. Let's see. 75% going to Cheesy right now. Everybody's saying vote on Cheesy, guys. Oh, it's close. It's going back and forth though. It's at 62% cheesy, 57% cheesy. Oh, the underdog is not favored in this one. Uh-oh. 53%. It's close. It's close again. No, I'm not battling this one. Whoever wins this one, whoever wins this one deserves it. They battled through. Now it's going to be 6 whole rounds. 2 of them were best of 3. This is closed team sheet. The mental fortitude it takes to go through a closed team sheet tournament and continue winning is absolutely fucking ridiculous. We're gonna have a Zoroark matchup into our finals here, so it's gonna be very cool. Looks like the code's right about to come out. And we're gonna hop into this fucking room, and it's going to be immaculate. We got code 5386931. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're joining Cheesy's room, and it looks like people are voting Cheesy. 59%. Let's hop in and see if they're already in. So we're about 30 seconds late. Hopefully they're not already in the battle. But either way, guys, this is our finals. They're in team preview right now. Let's see what they're going to lead off with. Cheesy's running Garchomp, Basculegion, Sylveon, Aerodactyl, Charizard, and Mousehold into Vens, Zoroark, Floette, Garchomp, Incineroar, Sneasler, and Whimsicott. Who is going to take the title? What was the item, if you don't mind me asking? It's Max Attack Adamant. I can actually KO Charizard with Jet Punch and Stealth Rock, but Sylveon kills me. My out was they protected Charizard. Oh, so it was a close one there. It was a close one. Yo, that's cool with the Stealth Rock play there. Getting that Stealth Rock calc with Jet Punch is a really cool tech that you got there on that last one. JP with the W emojis from our membership. Yo, that's absolutely dope. Hell yeah. Okay, so it looks like we're getting into game 1 here. Let's see what's going to pop down. I'm going to move my ugly ass face out of the way, and we're going to be watching this battle in full force, guys. Get hype. It's going to be lit. It's going to be Charizard and Sylveon leads coming out against Garchomp and Sneasler. So Fake Out and Rock Slide threat online turn 1. Also Dire Claw threat coming into Sylveon. Along with Rock Slide, it's going to be very close to see how this pops down. It looks like Cheesy hit Ven with the good luck have fun, but Ven didn't answer back, flexing on the opponent here. So we're going to see exactly what's going on. Looks like y'all think Cheesy's going to win. We're going to go ahead and end the pool and see the results on that. And yeah, let's see what it was. 21 votes, 67% Cheesy, 33% Ven as Rockslide comes out from the Garchomp. Protecting the Charizard this turn, just to double protect the Scout Out, the Fake Out. Reading into that protect play, but we're gonna see here. I actually didn't see if the Sneasler was a Zoroark or anything because I'm fucking dumb and I should be commentating over the finals like I'm supposed to do, but we weren't able to get it done, guys. Let's see. Charizard's gonna go ahead and switch out here in favor of Garchomp of their own, and the Sneasler's gonna go for the Icy Wind, actually hitting into that Garchomp, doing big damage, and we're gonna see what the Garchomp's gonna want to go for here. Garchomp is going to go for that Rock Slide. Sylveon should be able to eat it up, but is Sylveon going to get flinched here? Yo, what's good, Tiago? How you doing tonight, man? Sylveon does not flinch, gets the Hyper Voice off. Garchomp actually tanks it. So some significant bulk into this Garchomp. And Sneasler's Focus Sash activates, giving it a double... no, not giving it a double attack boost. Signifying that it's a Zoroark. And now into this next turn, it's going to be very interesting because... something like a combination of a Bitter Malice and an Earthquake from the opposing Garchomp could knock out both these guys, but it really comes down to the training. Knowing that that Garchomp lived that Hyper Voice, you could assume that, you know, these Garchomps are fast, but as we can see on our screen, these Garchomps have the same HP, meaning they have similar amounts of bulk. Wondering if maybe they're running a similar spread. And yes, this is the finals right now, guys. Get hype. Drop a like on the stream. See if we can break our our like goal on live stream. This is obviously our first tournament, but I think it went very, very well. Let's just see here what's about to pop down. So Protect's going to come out from the Garchomp. Protecting itself from any attacks this turn. Quick Attack comes out from the Sylveon to take out the Garchomp, leading to our first knockout in the finals. And Zoroark there to still do some damage. Are we going to see a Bitter Malice come out, or are we just going to see another Icy Wind? It's going to be the Icy Wind, lowering the Sylveon's speed even more, but still threatening with that quick attack next turn onto the Zoroark. And with the Garchomp at -1 right now, it's going to be interesting to see how we're going to deal with the Charizard late game. If we don't have something like the Incineroar, it might get very tricky. So, yeah, Cheesy's in a little bit of a pickle right here against this Sylveon with the quick attack. Now, Sneaser's a little bit of a problem, but another Hyper Voice that could come out here if the Sneaser decides to knock out something like the Garchomp, or Fake Out, could be a very interesting play as the Sylveon now goes for Protect, and we're going to see exactly what this Garchomp wants to go for. It's going to be the Icy Wind coming out from the Zoroark, and are we going to see a miss? No, we're not going to see a miss, so Garchomp is going to get knocked out here. Sneaser did not go for the Fake Out, opting for the Dire Claw, saying, I'm going to hit my Icy Wind. And we're going to see exactly who Cheesy decides to bring in. It's actually going to be the CC. Maybe predicting a Mouse Hold switch in or something along those lines. CC is very risky there, because what if you don't get the knockout on the Sylveon and then you get blasted with the Hyper Voice? But at the same exact time, these guys know their calcs. They're in the finals for a reason. We got 4-1 and a 3-1 here. They battled through their first round of best of 3 as Finn Diesel, the Basket Legion, comes in. Now this is closed team sheet, best of 3. So it's very interesting to see how these trainers are going to adapt here. Quick attack comes out to take out the Zoroark. And we're going to see exactly what this Bask wants to go for, but I like Bask's odds here. As Bask's going to outspeed, go for the Wave Crash on the Sneasler, and is it going to be Focus Sash? No. And just like that, Ven is down to their last Pokemon. It looked good for a second, but all of a sudden, Cheesy has an immaculate lead right now. And with Floette in the background, and Charizard still at full HP in the back, what stops a Quick Attack and a Wave Crash from ending this game very likely? If it doesn't end the game, is Floette going to have the damage to not only deal with the Basket Legion, but to deal with the Sylveon and the full health Charizard in the back? I don't think so. And I think just like that, I think Cheesy is going to take our first game here. As the Fairy Aura is also going to power up this, no Quick Attack comes out though. And Floette does live. The Quick Attack would have ended the game right here. But we're going to see, is it going to be a Dazzling Gleam? It will be a Dazzling Gleam. Is it going to get a knockout? It does. It gets a double knockout. And it's just going to come down to Charizard versus Floette in this endgame. So, if Floette has a move that can take out this Charizard, something crazy, and it outspeeds it, could we see it switch back in the Ven? No, Quick Attack was very questionable. Especially the Fairy Aura coming onto the field. You would have gotten a little bit of an attack boost from that. But the battle's going to be forfeited, knowing that the Floette didn't have an answer into the Charizard. But yes, that game was a bit cheesy. Cheesy takes 1-0 lead. And just like that, if Cheesy wins one more, Cheesy will take the first tournament in King VGC and will not drop a single fucking game. So that would be absolutely ridiculous. But we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Does Cheesy have it in him to go 8-0 in this tournament technically? Because he went through 4 rounds of Swiss. Then a 2-0 top cut. And then, could he go 2-0 in the finals too? I don't believe it. What does Ven have to respond to that? And what are we going to see coming out from here? Send a W for Cheesy. Y'all might be right. Maybe Cheesy is going to be able to take this. Let's go ahead and hop into game 2 here. And this could be it, guys. This could be it. We don't know yet. Shout out Splendrift for one day sponsoring tournaments like these. One day we're going to get there, guys. Now, in the team preview in game 2, do we want to lead into that Zoroark mode again? Do we maybe want the Incineroar to have a little bit more bulk into that Charizard? Be able to slow down that Basket Legion a little bit? What is going to be the move? Maybe you want the Whimsicott for that speed control. But yeah, Cheesy is on a tear. Ven is also on a tear. So I'm just interested to see if there's going to be an adaptation and what Ven is thinking here. So the game looked like it was going in Ven's favor for a second, and then it swapped right back when that Basket Legion hit the field and was just able to take out that Sneasler in one foul blow, revealing that it was a Scarf Basket Legion. So with that being revealed, it looks like Ven's going to lean into this Tailwind mode with the Floette next to it. And his Charizard looks like it's positioned very well to go for a Heat Wave, but if you go ahead and knock out the Heat Wave, knock out the Whimsicott with Heat Wave or something like that. You allow a free switch into something like the Garchomp, something like the Zoroark, something like the Sneasler that could really capitalize on this Tailwind if Ven does decide to go for that. So we're going to find out right here. It's going to be Charizard Y saying, fuck it, I'm balling. I'm going to go ahead and attack. I don't give a fuck about what you want to do about me. And the Sylveon, we're going to see how the Sylveon's going to want to play it. But there's a lot of different ways that this turn can play out. As Tailwind just comes out immediately. No fucking protects. We also didn't see a Mega Evolution. So I wonder if that's a misplay there. Because with the Quick Attack, it's actually the Zoroark. It's actually the fucking Zoroark. It was never the Floette. All along, Bitter Malice comes out into the Charizard to get a little bit of chip damage. And it might be down. Like, wait, what is this Whimsicott set? As this Heat Wave comes out and totally obliterates Zoroark. So, trading Tailwind for 2 Pokemon on turn 1 and about 50% of Charizard's HP, is it worth it? Is it worth it? We're going to find out right now. Was maybe that Bitter Malice chip is just what you needed to get this Charizard in range to be able to bring in this Floette, go for Moonblast and Rock Slide, and potentially knock out this Sylveon. But we also don't know the Sylveon's item. We didn't get... Did we get it? Is it Pixie Plate? Is it Citrus Berry? It would be very important to know that kind of thing right now. But we're about to find out right now, guys. This is it. If Ven can't pull this back, this will be the tournament, guys. Cheesy could take this, but we're going to find out. He's going against this Tailwind. Floette is a beast, as we know. Let's find out what is going to happen here. So Floette does finally go ahead and Mega Evolve. We knew the Floette was in the background. What is it going to do now that it is on the field? The Mega Evolution comes out. Fairy Aura comes out, powering up all attacks coming from the Sylveon. If he Megas, the Quick Attack will be stronger. It will be stronger onto the Sylveon, but no Quick Attack comes out here. And Rock Slide does connect on the Sylveon, giving a 30% chance to flinch this turn. But the Moonblast comes straight out from the Floette. Is that going to be enough damage? Not quite enough. And with that, this Fairy Aura, oh, the flinch on the Sylveon, absolutely vital. As now you can go for a Dazzling Gleam and a Rock Slide. And if you hit your Rock Slide on the Charizard, how are you going to manage this? Now, obviously, this next turn, we can protect the Sylveon. Maybe we go for that Quick Attack chip on the Floette. Maybe we go for it on the Garchomp. Who's going to be the bigger threat here? We need to stall out this Tailwind, but that flinch, so important. If that Hyper Voice comes out, I think it's GG. I don't think there's a single thing that you can do. If that Hyper Voice comes out and knocks out that Garchomp, what the hell? That would be fucking insane. But the flinch comes out. It's brutal. Drop some fucking L's in the chat for the Sylveon, because Sylveon can't get it together. Bask is going to come in likely as a sacrifice here. Garchomp actually protects itself. Quick Attack comes out into the Garchomp, wanting that chip there. And it just looks like Ven is just pulling it back from the depths of fucking despair. And who is going to be the last Mon? With Sylveon at low HP, I wonder if it's going to be enough. I wonder if it's going to be enough. Not only hitting the Rock Slide, the 90% chance, but getting the 30% chance to flinch is absolutely criminal. Maybe stealing another chance in what looked like was an absolutely bleak scenario from Ven's side. It's going to be Charizard coming back in again. You know, Charizard has taken a little bit of chip. It is going to go down to a Rock Slide if it does come out. But we're going to find out if it's going to be enough here. This is the finals, guys. Get fucking hype. Let's find out. Let's find out. How fast is this Basculegion trained to be? Does he have Protect on Bask? There's a lot of different ways that this could go. It's going to be the Protect on a Charizard. Wanting that Sylveon likely next to the Charizard, as yes, it's just going to be a Basculegion sacrifice here. Not even an Aqua Jet to try to get some damage out, because this Floette is still under Tailwind. Dazzling Gleam will come out and pick up the knockout on the Bask. And it's just going to be this Charizard. It's just going to be this Sylveon. And yes, that one turn looks like it decided this game. It looks like it decided this game. And it looks like there's nothing that can be done. There's just nothing that can be done. As Tailwind does peter out, but given how bulky this Charizard has proven to be, I would be very surprised if this Floette was slower. Now, Floette could be very bulky itself. We haven't really seen Floette be able to get a lot done. But leaning into that Tailwind mode in this game was absolutely crucial to giving Ven a chance. And I don't feel like Cheesy played bad, but is Cheesy going to receive the first L here? Garchomp's still at full health. But we're going to find out. Do we have enough damage to get rid of this Floette? Maybe we have something like a Poison Jab. This is closed team sheet. Oh, it's going to be close if there's a Poison Jab. Maybe Rock Slide misses. What is going to happen here? Maybe Charizard's super fast. We don't know. Dragon Claw comes out from Garchomp. Garchomp does live on the opposing side. Rough Skin comes out dealing a little bit of damage. It's going to be the Rock Slide. No miss. And guys, it looks like we're going to be going to a Game 3. That flinch did indeed change the game, Craps. That was absolutely insane. It was absolutely insane. Dazzling Gleam's going to come out, finish off the Garchomp. And guys, we're going into a Game 3 in the finals. This game, win or lose for either player, decides it all. Decides it all. Who's going to win? Who is going to win? Yeah. Fucking insane, bro. Fucking ridiculous. What are we going to do about it? I'm excited to hop into this last battle. Let's see what happens. They're getting ready. Game 3 alert, everybody. Get hype. First tournament coming down to the Game 3 in the finals is crazy. We got Cheesy. We got Ven. Looks like they're going to be hopping into it. I'm not going to join the queue. I thought he was in battle. Okay, there we go. They're in. They're about to play. We're spectating. Let's go. Y'all get hyped. This is the last match of the night, regardless of what happens. Yeah, we need the threat on that Sylveon. Like, are we just gonna rely on another flinch to try to get it done, or what? What's gonna happen here, guys? What is going to happen? Dude, thank you, Tiago. Yeah, I tried for this one, and shout out. Got to give another shout out to Craps for making this happen, because I honestly don't know if I would have been able to get this all done with the time I had today. But honestly, y'all give thanks to him. Put some W's in the chat for Craps. Help him make this happen. And thank you to all y'all for being here. This is a really fun tournament. But let's see who is going to be taking home the first King VGC Sunday tournament. Yeah, and join the Discord to play in the next. Next time I'll post it probably around the Wednesday before the tournament to try to get as many people in possible, and I'll send out as many reminders as possible. But yeah, we had 14 people in the whole whopping 2 hours that we had of registration time. So this is really cool. And we got Cheesy, we got Ven, leads are out, Charizard, Sylveon, Sneasler, and Whimsicott. But as we know, it might not be the Sneasler and Whimsicott. It might not be. What is going to happen? Armor Boza hitting it with the W's. Shout out to the members channel for the W's. And then we got Tachi made the basketball tier, and Cheesy and Ven, best of luck. Super fun tournament. Thank you, fellas. This tournament was a lot of fun. Let's see who's taking home the fucking first dub and who's going to get their flowers in the Discord. Y'all got to hype these guys up when this one gets finished. Charizard Y is going to go ahead and Mega Evolve from the jump, guys. Straight from the rip. Who is Zoroark? I would be very surprised if Whimsicott doesn't go for Tailwind here. Protect coming out from the Sylveon, wanting to scout out what is going on. We have Fake Out coming from the fucking Sneasler. It's not a Zoroark. It's not a Zoroark. Tailwind gets set up for absolutely free, and a negative momentum turn for Cheesy. How are they going to adapt? Absolutely ignoring the Sylveon. The Sylveon could have blasted a Hyper Voice. Could have done so many things. But, guys, he ignored it. Ven is on one. Ven might have taken the Rock Slide flinch and said, no, fuck that. We don't need the Rock Slide flinch to win. As now the Encore pressure is going into the Sylveon slot. So maybe forced to switch out the Sylveon. Likely thinking that somebody was Zoroark. And that's the kind of mind games that Zoroark puts on people. Like, what is going on? Who is Zoroark? It's you. Maybe one day, bro. If Zoroark wins this tournament, it's gonna be a legendary King VGC moment that y'all are all gonna remember. So, Sylveon getting swapped out here. Scared of that Encore going into the Basket Legion. So let's see, guys. The Encore does get launched into the Basket Legion. What is Sneasler gonna be going for? It's gonna be a Dire Claw into the Charizard. Are we gonna get a status? no status. Heat Wave, full force, knocking out the Whimsicott. And more importantly in this game, guys, one turn of Tailwind has already been used before Floette has hit the field. Floette can come in now. Garchomp can come in now. We have to see about it. Who wants to come in? But at the same time, though, Garchomp's going to want to come in here. Now, threatening the Charizard. Yes, I am going to NAIC Chase. How about you? Say hi to me if you see me there. I'm a chill guy. Zoroark is an extra mind game for everybody. Yep. Wolf used it at a recent tournament like last year. It was crazy. We have the Charizard and Basculegion next to the Garchomp and the Sneasler. So who has the advantage here? Tailwind is up on the side of the Sneasler and the Garchomp. But at the same exact time, what is going to happen with this Charizard? I feel like you have to switch it out. But do you want to take all that damage on your Sylveon, knowing how important it was last game and how it could have easily won you the whole series? It's insane. It's insane. Game 3, here we come. Yep, Game 3, here we come. Rock Slide's going to come out. Basculegion actually avoids the attack, so not taking the chip. Charizard doesn't protect either, so Charizard goes down right here, sacrificing the Charizard easily and saying that I don't need my Charizard to beat you for the rest of the game. Flip turn, coming out into the protect on the Sneasler, though. So not taking damage, but another turn of Tailwind gone with Whimsicott down. What happens when Tailwind is expired? Are you going to have enough damage? Now, with Sylveon on the field, you have to ask yourself, are you going to eat up this Dire Claw in this Rock Slide? Are you going to be able to do that? And oh my god, my Switch, don't fucking die in the finals. Either way, guys, I'm not sure. We know the Sneasler did use Fake Out, so we know it's not a Zoroark. What is going on? We know the Zoroark's not in the field right now. Oh, hell yeah, Chase. Living in Louisiana? He's like, who's that Pokemon? Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, we're about to find out, guys. So, it's tough to say here. Dire Claw does just fire straight into the fucking Sylveon. Are we going to see a Rock Slide follow-up? It does come out. It does hit. And Sylveon's gone. Just like that, guys. Basculegion's still in the sun. Locked in the flip turn. And yes, this is going to be... Is Basculegion going to be able to pull this out from the depths of despair? Getting a knockout on a Sneasler is very good. Tailwind is expired. And with Basculegion being able to flip turn out before it's the last two Pokemon on the field, it can now lock into Last Respects, and it will likely be the fastest Pokemon on the field unless the Garchomp is also Scarfed. So we have a full health Garchomp. And on top of that, we have a Basculegion with the Choice Scarf that we confirmed earlier in the set against Floette and Garchomp. Who do we got, guys? I'm actually favoring Cheesy here. I think you Last Respects into the Floette and you Dragon Claw the Garchomp. And I think you should just have enough juice to do this. Unless I'm mistaken something. And I think Cheesy has just played a more methodical game in this one. But one attack coming out from this Floette, say we live the Last Respects. Maybe we do live the Last Respects. Garchomp is still alive. Floette uses the Protect, not wanting to get Earthquaked in Last Respect. Where is the Last Respect's targeting? It is going to be that Floette slot. It's now at 150 base power, as Dragon Claw does come out into the Garchomp, bringing it very low. After the Rough Skin, is Cheesy's Garchomp going to live this Dragon Claw? It's going to be the fucking Earthquake. But now we've confirmed that Cheesy's Garchomp is faster. It's moved faster in many parts of the game. And I think what it comes down to here, fellas, I think you just rip a Last Respects and an Earthquake. Is Floette going to get a double Protect? You have to go for the Earthquake, kind of, because what if the Floette does live the Last Respects? What if it's super bulky in defense? Last Respects is 50 base power. It gets an extra 50 for every Pokemon that dies. So 2 Pokemon are dead right now. It's at 150 with adaptability. It's absolutely fucking sauce. And this is it. This could be the last turn of the first King VGC tournament. Get hype. Leave a like on the stream if you have enjoyed it. Stick around for more. Last Respects fires into the Floette for the knockout. And Cheesy's Garchomp, if it is going to be faster, is going to send Cheesy the win. The Earthquake play does come out. And that is game. Congratulations, Cheesy. You have won the first King VGC tournament, and I dropped my remote all up on the fucking ground. But that was actually lit. That was actually lit. Let's get some W's in the chat. If you're a member, drop your member emojis. Looks like Armor Boza's already on it. Let's wait for Cheesy to get back in. Let's give him some congratulations. And guys, that is the tournament. That was a crazy good best of 3 set. A great end to our first tournament. And for 14 players, I feel like we had a hell of a lot of fun tonight. Cheesy pulling out, and JP with a $10 donation. Thank you so much. Armaboza, W's. Where's Cheesy at? Cheesy had a blast. Cheesy, you won the first tournament. Fucking congratulations. Well played to Ven, too. That was a crazy set. Basque is disgusting getting the knockout there. And, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this tournament. That was absolutely fucking lit. It was absolutely fucking lit. Yeah, that was fucking crazy. That was a fucking crazy tournament. GG's, everybody. Thank you to everybody that participated or anybody that just watched for the night. This was my first time ever doing a tournament. I'm really proud of Cheesy, though. Cheesy legitimately went 8-1 the entirety of the tournament. So make sure to report it as a win, Cheesy. I could report the score myself. Cheesy went 2. Ven went 1. And we're done. Cheesy is the winner of the first King VGC tournament officially. And that's it. That's it, guys. That's all I have for the night. If there's anything else y'all got to say, it was really dope. Yeah, I had fun. Cheesy, congratulations. I'm going to make sure to put a post out in the Discord and let everybody know that you won in not only our whatever channel, but in the tournament channel. Make sure to hop in the Discord if you haven't already, if you want to be in our next tournament. It'll probably not next weekend, probably the weekend after that, but I will come out with that link before. But guys, we had the link up for 2 hours. We got it set up. Thank you to Krabs, and we got it, and we've left the room now, and the tournament is over, guys. So thanks for everybody being here. This was a great stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this first tournament. It was really great to see a lot of the people that have been in the Discord and in team building with us to get in this tournament and to fucking grind it out and be able to win. And some people, this was their first time competing in anything. And it's just like, it was just super great. We got a really positive community going on here. So really happy with everything. And guys, with that, I don't really have anything else to say. And I'm not just going to like sit here and be like crazy, but Cheesy, congratulations. Ben, congratulations. Congratulations to everybody for trying. At the end of the day, some people have great tournaments and some people have bad tournaments. It does not mean that you are bad. It just means that it wasn't your day. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you guys in the next stream. So, Ven, very good first tournament run, and Cheesy, very good congratulations. I'll be sending out a message. And hopefully everybody has a great rest of your Sunday night. End it off strong, feel good, get a snack, tote the 9s, spray the block, and pray to God that you make it every day back home to mom's. Peace